Welcome in these grass. What about ya? Welcome in, don't ye? This is the Conor G Show, live and direct for your Monday night. Who's ready to go buck daft? Lock in, get your little glasses of red wine and your little crisps mixed up flavors in a bowl. Welcome in, Rob. Get your little bowl of chocolate-covered peanuts ready. Come on, everyone, sing along. It's the Conor G Show. Let me hear you scream.
Here's my message to you, Oxford.
Hello, everybody. Get to know me. Blow that funky flute, sister. Walk him into the ducky meal. Who's ready to get funky?
buy a video, you need to know that the film you choose is suitable for the audience at home. To help you understand what the film is like, you may look at the certificate it has been given. This film has been classified a PG. This stands for potential gratification. Films with violence, sex, and drugs may be too arousing for a teenager. It means that parents may wish to check the film before showing it to their children. If it's an action film, it might contain bloody violence.
If it's romantic, it might have some sexy scenes or very brief nudity and or sexual swearing. Video certificates are there to give you a chance to make the right choice. Thanks for listening.
A baby was born with perfect hair. His name was Conor and he didn't even care. When he looked in the mirror said I. Then he said, what? Is it I? Nah. Is it I? So I've got to go. Press the button and start the show. Give me 2 secs while I blow my nose, clear my throat and pick my hole. You're now tuned into the Conor Gillespie Show.
Hello and welcome to the Conor G Show. I'm your host, and this is the Conor G Show. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have a cavalcade of freaks and delights for your pleasure. Coming up for you tonight, the contents are as follows. The M.Army is coming for me. New faking Jamaican, extreme measures, billionaire grifter, Amzi's haircut. Then the Conor G Show goes mainstream with Dizzy Rascal versus Skepta. Daz does Dublin. And always, aka Dan, responds. Then, a little freestyle from Liambo Slice. Mind Designs and sees 420 with a new music video from L Records. And the Belfast rap scene makes it onto America's Channel 5. Plus, Marcus Sweeney returns. And P. Mazza up to his old antics. All that and more coming up for you tonight here live on the Conor G Show. Here by the grace of Psychic Glenn go we. This one is Acid Overlook, the Terrence Parker instrumental. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Conor G Show. Welcome in, Rare Witch. Thank you for that subscription. Rob, thank you too. We got Raw 1210, Eulogy in the house. Ducky Mia, Don Chi, and Disgraciado of the Walking Androidioido. Big up, Steve Man! And with a late subscription, or early, depends on your time scale reference. All right, let's get down and funky tonight. Big week in the world of Northern Ireland hip-hop. Okay? Hopefully I'll be able to ruin it all for you tonight. All right, welcome in, everybody. Oh, I'm looking to have some fun tonight. Are you all looking to have fun? Kooky, crazy, safe, legal fun. All right, welcome in. This is the Conor G Show. We got Collie B in the house. Welcome in, Collie. All right, so everyone, how good was last week's show? I really enjoyed last week's show. We all had a blast, didn't we? Lots of fun stuff. Lots of funny clips were made, right? And one of the clips I posted, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, was this M.R clip, right? This is the thumbnail that I did, right? So I did a little, you know, we covered him at the end of last week's show, and we were talking about his Snoop Dogg feature, his GTA 6 feature, and him shouting at a Jamaican lady and all this here stuff. Making a massive mountain out of a massive miniature molehill, right? And God, I love my thumbnails. I love my thumbnails when they work. And this one, let me tell you, it worked. And I usually don't care about, you know, like responding to YouTube comments, but you know, people say that if you respond to them, then I don't know, more happen or something. I usually say whatever, you know. If it happens, it happens. But this time, I just started replying to them with anything, with any old nonsense. And let me tell you, the M.Army showed up in full force here. To this little clip I posted to youtube.com/ConorGShow. Right? And, well, they were there. They were not happy with me. They wanted to kick my ass. So they were all defending M. And it was beautiful to see. So, M. Don't you worry. Little jealous haters like me can't touch you because your strong support force is out there and they are willing to stick up for you. And oh, thank you so much. There's a hype train, 98% hype train. Don't know what that means. Who's got 2% more to see what happens? Give me money. Oh, Sarah with an H, thank you so much. Very generous people in the house tonight. God, I must have done a good show last week if everyone's throwing cash at the start of this week's show. Yeah, so if you hate me and you're looking for some confirmation bias, go check out this video on YouTube, youtube.com/ConorGShow. And if you like me and don't like M. There's also something there for you as well. Raw1210 says, I don't hate you. No, I wouldn't expect any of you to. Alright, welcome in everybody. This is the Conor G Show. Right, so yes, that's this clip, I don't know, like I don't get any views on YouTube. This one shot up like crazy. I wonder why. So there you go. And if any of the M.Army are watching, or M.R you're watching tonight, if you can pretend to be Jamaican, I can pretend to be outraged, okay? Alright, M. Love ya. I miss the old M. So, one person that M.R introduced us to recently was this fella. His name is Extreme Measure. Has anybody heard of Extreme Measure? So, Extreme Measure is a fakey Jamaican, another English fella. So, we've got four now. We've got Talapaton, Tug of War, M.R, and Extreme Measure. How many more could there be? Of course, I have released a dancehall song. It's called the Fit or Shit Theme, Pose Off, aka Pose Off, aka Clothes Off, aka Tops Off. Produced by Ray. So that's a cover version of Pose Off by Screechy Dan and Red Fox. World class. So they're breeding like wildfire. Don't forget Ali G, says Steve Man. The landlord of my local was saying what a twat he was last night. Our friend Rob here, he's from Sheppey, the same place as M.R. Isn't that hilarious? So, we've just been keeping up with M.R. on his meteoric rise to fame. Doesn't it give you a nice warm feeling to know that yous were all into M.R. before he went viral? Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice feeling? On his journey, we saw he was hanging out with a guy, excuse me, very nervous and excited. I'm afraid the M.Army are going to pile in here. M. Introduced us to this guy called Extreme Measure, and we only touched on it briefly, but he's a brand new faking Jamaican. So I wanted to maybe get to know him a bit better, see if he's worth checking out, right? See if we can, M.'s getting to be a bit played out now. Maybe we can rekindle our love for fakies. So I want to go find you like a music video or something from him, but all his YouTube content is like 5 years old at least. And I want some new Extreme Measure. So I had to go over to his Instagram and TikTok to collect these freestyles for you. Leambo Slice freestyle coming up for you later tonight. But the quality of Extreme Measure's videos is very, very bad. Something you would have seen of M.R. circa 2010. Right? So, without further ado, it's Extreme Measure. Here he is. Oh, I love this this thumbnail that they've used here. Extreme. Authentic British dancehall artist. Here we go. Check him out.
But I never mind team. Hey, I want talk about money. The killer them a chop line. This a no 9 to 5. This a 24 grind. Anytime any young one got the money from my mind on. Got the money from my mind. Want talk about money. The killer them a chop
Money.
line. This a no 9 to 5. This a 24 grind. Anytime any young one got the money from my mind on. Got the money from my mind. Want talk about money. US dollar cheese. Now California for the money you are paying with a pound sterling. Any currency for the money you are talking, we roll in the game. The man of it touch what it takes. Extreme of the roll out there. And the girl when they leave them on fuck with the day. Every girl want roll in the day. But you know man, cut it like that. Couple million now with them sitting on the backpack. Press gas, police vote them we drop the top that when you
Alright, there's a poll in the chat right now. 1 for fire, 2 for shite. The poll's working again today. Vote! Alright, so that was our first one. Talmbout Money, let's call that one. So, where's he from? Where's this one from, says Rob? Maybe you can... it doesn't really say on his Instagram. You know, it takes time to get to know these people. You know, it's very hard to introduce new people to your program. And, I get very sick of, you know, the people we cover very easily. You know, I was sick of M.R, 3 months ago, but, you know, that's when he blew up, so I had to keep covering him, right? So, so that was good. Let's see what the people, them, that's you lot, the M.Army. Let's see what you lot think of this here. Talmbout Money.
But I never mind team. Hey, I want talk about money.
I want to talk about money. Thank you for all the bits and subscriptions.
Come
on, Paul, where are you? There's the poll! Yeah! The poll's back on the Conor G Show. He wants to talk about money, dollar, pounds, cents. Don't mess with me or some of my friends. Let's see. Tripping over faking Jamaicans. That's a 1 from Eulogy. Can't lie, he says. That's a 2 from Don Chi because he's white. If he was from Jamaica, though, that would be a 1 from you, Ducky Mia. Or Don Chi. That's a 2 from Ducky Mia. It's a 2 from Rob. Rob knows about these fakies. That's a 1 from Rare Witch. He also loves M.R and Tug of War. I want to talk about money, trees, dollars, pounds. Oh, so he's put the lyrics on screen here. Maybe I should try and sing along. I don't know the song well enough, though. Jamaican is the new people. They are saying they are Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Right. I got there in the end. Rapping accountant singing about money. I really don't think he's Jamaican, says Don G. Well, he's an authentic English dancehall artist. He's got good phrasing, says Raw 12. What we need is a good faking Jamaican, right? What we need is a good one that we can get behind. I don't know what the... I was trying to figure out what it was about M.R that just... Especially because I was like being really mean to M. in that clip there last week. So I was thinking, what is it? Why was I being so mean to M. And I was trying to piece it together and I was thinking, who else gets me this wind up? H, right? H. M.R. It's because they're these little dorky white boys and, you know, that thing Lemmy was saying about them, you know, posing into the camera and biting their lip and winking and all. And like all the bad man lyrics, it's like, if it wasn't such a put on, it's like if you weren't a famous rapper and someone found a tape of you doing that, you'd be mortified. And I just think that's the thing that I can't get over, really, you know? And the second thing is when they speak in Jamaican patois, right? I was listening to M. an interview M. Dot was saying, and he was like, oh, when he's in Jamaica, he only speaks patois. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to speak in my normal English voice to a Jamaican. That would be stupid. And I was thinking, give Jamaicans some credit. They can understand English perfectly. You don't need to do... They're not getting confused at M.R talking in his normal English accent. You know? How dare you accuse them of that, M. Dot? So, I have a bad feeling that Extreme Measure here, or Extreme Official as he goes by sometimes, I have a feeling that he also speaks exclusively in Jamaican patois when he's off the mic, you know? I'm not sure if I can get over that. I challenge them to rap in a Northern Irish accent. It's talking me out. Wouldn't that be fantastic? Does everyone else love whenever other people do Northern Irish accent impressions? Like on Twitch, often my name and someone else's Twitch chat will inspire that English person to quickly do a little Northern Irish impression. I love those. Alright, so let's see what the final score is for this. I've got another freestyle here. Let's see what the people are saying. The people damn are saying. Right. He's gonna spend non-stop from his council flat. Let's see, just like Tugga. So let's see here. 62.5% fire for Extreme Measure. 37.5% shite. Okay, that's pretty good. He's won. He's won that round. Okay, let's get another one. We got a little song here, I think. What's this song that I wanted to play in between? I love this song. I've been listening to this song. This is The Slaughter.
Well, everybody stay up and pause. I mean, I know.
Yeah, I've got one more Extreme Measure here for you. He's our new fakey, Jamaica, that we're getting to know.
Land got this on the slaughter. Take them to the butcher shop on the
slaughter.
And then me come back this on the slaughter. Take them to the butcher shop this on the slaughter. And then me come back.
Right, so check it out. This is Extreme Measure. We're going to see what you think of this one in the chat as well. So, yeah, here we go. I love the location he's choosing for this freestyle. In a bedroom, the dirty blanket. Is that a motorbike inside the gaff? Hopefully this is loud enough. He's doing a little sing-song for us here. 1 for fire, 2 for shite in the chat right now. Maybe I should have started with this one. Sorry, Extreme. Wait, whoa, what was that? Whoa. What was that little thing he just did with his voice there? That was quite, arising. Let's hear what he said there. The one beside. Ooh. That's lovely. Extreme. I appreciate when people do stuff like that. Got the prop spliff here as well. Does anyone else think he might have bought this top about 3 or 4 years ago? Quite a nasally sound too. One thing you gotta say about M.R, I don't think he's copying any specific artist. He definitely has his own voice. Well, even if he doesn't have his own accent, he has his own voice, right, everybody? JKO bedroom energy, says Rob. He sounds rubbered in this one, not as good. That's a 2. They're all saying 2. That's a wave of 2s here in the chat. Is that a golf bag, says Raw1210? This here? There's a motorbike sitting in here in his bedroom. How'd you get up that up the stairs? Or you mean, is he wearing a golf bag? He's really going for this motorcycle aesthetic here. Vacuum packed, says Devavo. Just checking how much is left of the track there. Boom! Boom What this? What that? Your mother rasclat. That was 100% sure for Extreme Measure on his second go. The first one got a healthy score. Only people liked that first one from Extreme Measure. They only didn't like it because he's a fakey Jamaican and all the propaganda and lies that I've spread on my show about this character of English. Alright, so that was Extreme Measure. Actually, do you know who he reminds me of a little bit here? Let me see, let me just pull up this image of him here. You know who Extreme Measure reminds me of? Any guesses in the chat who this might remind me of? Not a faking Jamaican. I'll give you a clue. It's a TikToker. Anybody in the chat know who this might remind me of on TikTok? This is very loose. This is a very weird one. None of you will probably get it. I'll give you a few seconds to get it.
Enough of them a talk, but of them run the town. Mix them up and turn them in a clown. This on them a lyrics they come fi fling down. This a ragamuffin pon the king sound of the slaughter. Take them to the butcher shop, this a the slaughter. And then me come back, this a the slaughter. Take them to the butcher shop, this a the slaughter. And then me come back. Enough of them a pose like a them run the scene.
All right.
But they woulda them in
Extreme Measure reminds me of Billionaire Grifter. Does everybody know who Billionaire Grifter is? This is Billionaire Grifter here. Perhaps we can start off a new haircut segment tonight. We're still on the search for Coconut Waffles' new hairstyle. So perhaps maybe this could help.
Like I said earlier, I have hair.
So this is Billionaire Grifter from TikTok, aka Britain's hardest TikToker, 6'5", 20 stone.
I'm a very good looking boy.
Bigger than doors.
You know, I'm only young.
This was like the first person I ever saw on TikTok.
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with me at all. I've got a decent body. And this fucking thing moved out of the way. I've got a decent body. I'm 6'5". I've got a full head of hair. I've never had a head of hair like you boys. Not in my life have I ever had hair.
So does anybody see the resemblance between him and Extreme Measure? Just a similar vibe. Whoa!
That started here and that grew downwards. Because if I had hair that started here, grew downwards, my hair would cover my face. My hair since I was a little boy has always been here. I can show you. You see this V? That was my hair when I was a little boy.
Do you like this fella?
That was where the hair was, here. I've never had hair lower than that in my whole life. Never in my whole life. This was my hairline.
There's such a thing as too much confidence, right? Too much fucking perspective.
And like that around here. So it was always this little triangle.
He should spike it up, so stuck in me.
Shape. You can see it where the wrinkles go.
Okay. Do you like Billionaire Grifter? Do you want to see a few more videos of Billionaire here? All right, so maybe we can send this one to Coolnut. I'm not sure if he likes it. He would like this vibe. He still has a full head of hair. Okay, but let's see what he says here.
Hairline, straight hairline.
We do like our hair content here,
but it starts 10 inches back. I think a lot of people would help me on the real level. I think a lot of people would get behind me.
So I think he's talking about getting his TikTok fans to pay for his trip to Turkey.
Generally, not even mugging it. I think a lot of people would happily. You think I'm friends with Anon, Michelle? I'm friends.
He looks Klingon, says Rob.
With Rob, I'm friends with some of the biggest.
Friends with Rob here.
Gifters on this app.
Hello, Galactian.
I would say I would happily do that. People would help me. 100%. You can laugh in the comments. I don't mind.
He doesn't even mind if you laugh at him. Okay. And we got one more here. This is just to give you a little bit of his personality. He's got a hat on in this one. We'll cover it up for the last one here.
Yeah, I've lifted Range Rovers to help people change the tyre.
You can lift Range Rovers. The first video I ever saw, I think it was the first video I ever logged on and saw on TikTok, was this guy, and he was saying, when I walk into a pub, people scatter. People leave the pub because I'm so hard, and I would beat the shit out of them. Sorry for the bad language.
I've left suitcases in raves with 100 grand for 2 years and no one ever touched it. It's true. Did you know, yeah?
So that's like, no, one of his famous lines. Yeah, lol cow vibes. Yes, very famous lol cow here you're witnessing. This is billionaire grifter.
People have made boats, floatable devices out of strands of my hair.
Okay, I mean, you know, you couldn't write that. You couldn't write that. You couldn't deliver that. If you were acting, you couldn't deliver things like that with that straight of a face, I don't think.
Mince machine, listen ragamuffin, no me lyrics them clean. Yes.
Oh, so we've got one more piece of hair propaganda here. Let's see. Right, so that one was a bit, you know, I don't think Colin will go for that, but maybe he will go for this. Here we have a video of MZ, Northern Ireland's top MC. He's still getting ready to release his first single, but, you know, greatness takes time. Here he is. Remember MZ? He's the guy that dissed young Spencer. He's the guy that kicked off my quest to find the crusade that I've been on to get everybody to start doing disses against each other. This man here, MZ, is the one that inspired me to start really encouraging rap beefs more. Here he is talking about his hair, and what better show to bring up someone's hair than the Conor G show. A baby was born with perfect hair. His name was Conor and he didn't even care. He looked in the mirror said, what? Then he said, I. Then he said, yo. So here he is doing a video response. He's responded to every single comment that he gets with the video. This person asks him, who cuts your hair, pal?
Maid's wee place in Ards cuts it, so it does just. Do you know what? My hair's made. I'm 37 now, and my hair's
37. Spark plug says very much.
Sort of sad.
Got that fiver there?
Aside since I've been like 14.
You don't look a day over 50, mate.
So that just sits to the side. So yeah, it just gets cut just whatever way, mate. I don't even care what way it looks like on the top, as long as it's off the sides, then I'm happy enough.
So this isn't really to do with MZ, but another theory that I've been thinking about when it comes to rappers, rappers especially in their late 30s, whenever people of my age get skin fades still. And you know what? It's probably, you know, people just keep getting the same haircut their entire lives. But then part of me is thinking, are these people completely grey and they think that shaving a skin fade is like getting rid of the greys on the sides? You know, because they got a bit of colour on top still. But you shave the greys off the sides so then you look younger because there's no grey. Whereas I think you should be doing the opposite when you get older, you know, trying to grow a bit more, you know, to cover up where you're lacking, perhaps. Just a theory, just a haircut theory. We love talking about haircuts in this show. Go all the way back in the archive. We'll be talking about haircuts. I used to go to this barber in Dublin, and it was like 15 quid or something. And, you know, none of them knew how to cut hair. It was just they owned scissors and a building with mirrors and chairs. And every time they left, I was like, I did, you know, a half-hour segment on it from the show, on the show. And we did little updates. We had the Hieronymus Bosch triptych there of my haircuts, if you remember that. The Garden of Earthly Frights. ConorG.show if you want to check out the archive of the Conor G Show. Thanks. Chip in and support the Conor G Show. Thanks for all your subscriptions and stuff this evening. Let's continue. Let's continue here. So you think Colin Up would like to maybe chop most of his hair off and just tease it up and to the left?
Like on the top, as long as it's off the sides, then I'm.
Oh, I wanted to say welcome into Benny and DJ Doms.
Enough. But are you a barber or something? Sure, if you're a barber, sure you can cut it. So you can. Fucking.
MZ, the thing, the reason I like MZ is because he replies to comments even if he's not sure. Hey, no shooting, MZ. He replies to comments even if he's not sure if they're trolling him or not. And if you like that sort of vibe, you like that sort of content, watch Paul Morrissey's live videos on YouTube all day long. He goes live about 5 times a day for about 20 minutes at a time. Every comment is he doesn't know whether it's going to be the end of his life or the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And we've got maybe a little example of that coming up for you later.
Yeah, it's just you go to. There's about 4 or 5 different barbers, so you're always going to someone different as well.
But it's like he knew we like barber content here in the Conor G Show.
which is hard to get the exact same haircut.
Rabbit says his hoodie matches his wallpaper in case he needs to camouflage his front room at short notice for some reason.
All the time. I used to have it.
So does everyone here follow MZ apart from me and Rare Witch? Because I feel like I want to start referencing MZ quite a lot.
A good barber I went to, but he closed down. So I at this one at the minute, and they don't really. They used to like do your hair, wash your hair, and do all this, and now they've got me in. They don't sort of take
I hate when you go into the barbers and they just start washing your hair.
their time and don't really try that much.
I mean, to be fair to them, they must get some stinkers in there.
I think I want to find someone different when I get my car fixed anyway. But yeah, that's
All right, so that's for some reason he's sharing his haircut. So MZ has his own wee studio. It's like in like a wee garage or whatever, and he's, you know, I don't know, renovated it somehow. He must have got a grant or something. But I haven't really been keeping up to date with him. I just get these little bits and pieces now and again. So let's see. Let's just check in with his comments. This is just a wee quick one. So he's got MZNI on TikTok, and he's also got Rap Tech Studios NI. So Louise says, "Can I ask why you have constantly got your headphones in when you reply to people? Ha ha ha." He says the microphone's better. Daniel asks him, out of actual curiosity, or are you just taking the piss? How much roughly does it cost to rent? Talking about his wee little studio space. MZNI says, "That no one will ever know, lad. I keep my finances to myself." As you should. Alright, welcome in. This is the Conor G Show. Did you like that little haircut update there?
Take them to the butcher shop for the slaughter, and then me come back ragamuffin. Talang country bang go clip off them wings, so you're rougher than the shark, but than the dolphin. Well, all the DJ teach them discipline.
This one goes out to M. Dot.
Set on me back, me well fixed dumpling. Bird me net me proud me living. When me come a dance on me a shock me a sing.
Right, so did you all enjoy the intro to the Conor G Show tonight? We had brand new faking Jamaican Extreme Measure. Get to know me. New guy. We're going to be checking in with him. Hopefully he's an insane maniac. Right? Maybe he might be signed, so that won't be too interesting, but we'll see. He seems pretty dull so far, and, you know, some good music there, perhaps. We'll see. We'll get some enjoyment out of him. Well, you know, it's very difficult introducing new people. Yeah, some people, you know. We had the Billionaire Grifter and MZ. Right now, I would like to go mainstream. Does everybody like mainstream shit as well? If you're watching the Conor G Show, you must hate watching mainstream media. So what do we have here? Let's see, hide that. So if you watch the Conor G Show, you must hate watching mainstream media, but obviously M. Dot becoming mainstream, but you know, obviously like a few months ago he was very much underground. And we, you know, largely talk about underground people, but you know, some famous people here and there. Who's the most famous person? We have H maybe. But there are people I actually like who are mainstream and have been for many years. These guys are called Dizzy Rascal and Skepta, right? And Dizzy Rascal, in my opinion, Boy in the Corner, one of my top 5 favorite albums in the world. One of my top 5 favorite albums off the top of my head. Boy in the Corner, Ready to Die, Original Part Material, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath by Black Sabbath, and Across the Borderline by Willie Nelson. Okay? So, I haven't listened to Dizzy Rascal in many, many, many years. After I think maths and English is where I just drew a line under listening to Dizzy Rascal, just because it was just a bit paint by numbers. It was just a bit, you know, cringe. Very dated sounding, very nursery rhymey coming out of Dizzy Rascal. Not very good stuff coming out of him. All very just I don't know, too, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? He never sort of updated with it as time went on. And then, you know, he got convicted of, I don't know, I believe the story was he pushed his baby mama up against the fridge, right? I don't really know what happened, but we covered that whenever he got convicted, and he came bursting out of the courtroom, down the steps onto the main road, and of course, he's a famous person, millionaire. There were paparazzi there, and he smashed someone's camera, threw it right across the road, it bounced off a car and everything. It was amazing. So since then, I've sort of just been like, who gives a crap about him, right? So is that album still in my top 5, though? And let's see. He's released a new one here, and I just wanted to put it up against Skepta. So Skepta's been around probably, well, he blew up, you know, a bit after Dizzy Rascal, but he's probably been around about the same amount of time, maybe a bit less amount of time, right? But I just want to see how these two compare, and this is a bit cheating as well, because this new Dizzy Rascal one I've got here for you it's called What You Know About That, and it's featuring Skepta's brother JME and best bud DEE, right? So I haven't listened to this yet, but I'm assuming it's going to sound very dated, very granda-y. Let's see what the chat are saying here. He's unashamedly went for the money, says Disgrace the Waking Android. Yeah. Well, that was, when did that happen? His very first single, he blew up. No, what was that? Bonkers? Thought he's going to come out with some good stuff after Bonkers, but he didn't. Let's see. It's Shakespearean. I love it, says Rob. More on the next album, though, says Disgrace. He's just... Rob, this is why we missed you last week, because Rob, listen to this comment from Rob. He's the Othello and Desdemona of Sheppy. Boy done strangled himself. Are you talking about M. Dot? Bonkers and killing our stuff, right? Forget about that even. It's just, even if it's not commercial, it's just been so, I don't know, shitty. So let's check it out. This is the new Dizzy Rascal here, and as far as I know, he's been dropping stuff like mad. It's been like 20 years since Boy in the Corner came out, and I think he did a big re-release of that album with the instrumentals and all. And, you know, which I would have loved to have copped, but I just thought, I don't really care anymore. Here we go. This one's What You Know About. 1 for fire, 2 for shite in the chat right now. This could be good. I haven't listened to this. I just wanted you all to know where I stood. Got phones.
What you know about that? On site, what you know about that? EQ Caesars, what you know about that?
Be honest, 1 for shite, 2 for fire. No, 1 for fire, 2 for shite.
What you know about that? You ain't from no ends, you don't know about that. Let's keep it a buck. If it cracks, then it must be a duck. Hard work, no, it ain't no luck. I've been out here so long running amok. I've been in the gym trying to get cut. I've been trying to get rid of this gut. Can't take big dog for a pop. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's stuck. All the pain and the drama, I stuck it out. No full old school, yeah, I've been about. Up in the era with a man, them come to the dance, get gassed on the drop and swing it out. Up in the era with a man, them come to the dance, step to the.
It's probably your age, Rob.
No, wait to the end of the dance, it's the end of the dance when the man them ring it out. What you know about that? On site, what you know about that? EQ Caesars, what you know about that? Through the roads, what you know about that? Stratford Rex, what you know about that? Palace P, what you know about that? Temple, LaFez, what you know about that? You ain't from no ends, you don't know about that. At my age, not my crep size. I came up with some next guys. Run the dance, run the set guys. Record and spread the cassette guys. You just like the hype on the net guys. I'm confused, I don't get guys. You ain't no wave, you're just wet guys. Smile up in my face when I met guys. Just respect it. Made $1 million, I kept it. Then I made another $1 million, I kept it. I bet I make another $1 million a Brexit. I bet I make a
relatable.
Look, I'm all over the rhythm, I finesse, then I exit. Don't wanna be the moany OG. They keep telling me they're trying to see the old me, but what you know about that? Heat FM, what you know about that? Flavor, Deja, what you know about that? Rinse FM, what you know about that? Risky Roads, what you know about that?
Let's see what the chatter's saying. It's split 50-50, fire and shite. Weak, he can do better. It's so goofy, says Savabo. It's hurting my head, says Donchi. Rapping about the ends, but having to go green screen him. This is disgrace. I was about to say I kind of like the video, but even this style's a bit dated, but it's okay. I heard I hate this. Heard it the other day and it made me feel unwell, so it's tucking me off. Remember Nas catching loads of heat for doing that, or green screening in the hood behind him? It's a music video, not a documentary. Right, so this goes on for another 2 minutes. We are abandoning that. Okay, so that was the Dizzy Rascal. Now I want to introduce you to the new Skepta. Okay, and I bloody love this song. What more can I say? This is only 2 minutes long. When it's there you go. Have you ever seen me like something? You know what you're getting from Skepta, don't you? It wasn't always that way. Alright, so that was the brand new Skepta there. Lovely. Love that song. Dizzy Rascal, you're dated, you're a has-been. Skepta, it only keeps going up for Skepta. He's got a movie coming out about a Nigerian hitman, I believe. That's all I know about it. Looking forward to seeing that. I think he directed it. He's a painter, director. Did anybody see Skepta was in like Sotheby's selling one painting or something? Seems to be if you're a rich person, you can get your artwork in Sotheby's. I mean, his painting was pretty good, I guess. I think. Alright, so what have we got here? Let's get, how are we doing for time? 51 minutes in, sorry. Alright, so I think I'll take a very quick break before our next segment here. Refill the tea, if you know what I mean. Steve Mon says, I thought you said painter and decorator. Just painter. Do you want to pull up his paint? Let's have a look at his painting here. Alex kept it. Then again, I liked Dizzy. What happened? This is all pixelated. You want to do him dirty with a pixelated image, do you? This one is Mike Dehnert with Light Schrift. Right, let's have a look here. Let's do a vote in this painting here. Check it out. This is Skepta's painting. A painting by the rapper Skepta, just sold for nearly 100,000 in a Sotheby's sale he helped curate. So I guess he put on an exhibition and excuse me. Put on an exhibition and then he had a couple of paintings in it too. There he is. No monobrow. Sometimes he's got a monobrow, sometimes he doesn't. It's not at this. He's proud of it. So there's his painting there. Let's see. Let's do a little vote. What do you think? Fire, shite. 1 for fire, 2 for shite. So I saw a little video of this here, and he had a couple of graffiti artists come in and tag this back wall here. It would look pretty cool. That's a 1 from Galactian. 2 from Rob. He's a jealous hater in the chat. 1 from Tababo. All artists in their own right. Rob's an oil painter though, so it means a lot more. Coming from him, he thinks he knows much more than everyone. It's just flat, says Robbie. You're alright. Think of the culture though. Think of his heritage though. Think of his millions, what he owns. Okay, get your votes in. 1 for fire, 2 for shite for Skepta's painting. Ignore the price tag. Let's see how much jealous hater in the chat one time. Let's see what the vote is here. It's swagnanimous. It's 83.3% fire with 16.7% Right. But he's like the song better. Del Boy Trotter's van in the distance. Shout outs to Peckham, says Rare Witch. Galactian says it's a decent composition, good color distribution. The energetic flow is above amateur. If he wasn't who he is, no one would give it a second look, says Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Mea culpa, yeah.
All right, I'm going to need Skepta's protection whenever the M.Army track me down. All right. So this is the Conor G Show. Does anybody have anything? Oh, yeah, I wanted to give this here a quick plug. New Elixir is coming out very soon. Elixir. It's a little event run by this guy who watches my show. Disgrace of the Walking Andrade. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. What did we do to deserve this fella? Just logging into Instagram to pull up this image for you all here to experience. Elixir. So what Elixir is, it's just a little hip-hop night that this fella puts on. Him and a bunch of his mates get down and funky fresh with it to a little hip-hop night that everyone enjoys. And he does these lovely posters. He featured me on one of these here before. Thank you so much. Who did this gorgeous piece? This is the best piece you've ever put on one of these here. This is by Craic, ACNWSOSC. Those are his gang affiliations there they've listed. Get to prison immediately. Let's see. Is Jed hosting? Good question, Steve, man. Let's see. Let's see who's on the bill. Let's see what he says here. Elixir Belfast live _ hip hop. We're back in Lavery's with our first venture for 2024. After taking a few months to recharge following the hectic schedule last year and a wedding too, Belfast Groove Collective boss Knowledge came with the suggestion of doing a little something to honor what would have been Jay Dilla's 50th birthday. No, this is good because they're commemorating him. On the 7th of February. Oh, that would have been his birthday on the 7th of February. Sorry, I thought I was, for a second, a horrific second there, I thought I was reading out, doing a plug for a gig that has already come and went. No, but that's Jay Dilla's birthday there. It was on the 7th February. So, though a little belated, we're doing just that with our end of the month slot in the back bar. The band will be running through a medley of Dilla Beats live, joined by local MCs. With the Dilla Night theme, it was only right to scoop up Jimmy Nelson DJs to spin some tunes. Some cutting and scratching from the Jimmy Nelson posse, perhaps? There's Hannah Curley. She says, "How are you? Thanks, Hannah. Even better now that you're here." Shout outs to the Jimmy Nelson DJs to spin some tunes. It's no secret that Jimmy is one of the best DJs. Fricka fresh. One of the best DJs in the city, and he has previously helmed birthday Dilla gigs in the past himself at the dearly missed Menagerie. Oh, is Menagerie gone, is it? Really looking forward to hearing what he pulls out of the crates for us. Am I doing a good job of plugging this here? I'm so sorry. And we're really honored to have him join us for the night. Traveling all the way from Cork. One of Irish hip-hop's finest writers and long-time active legend, Speculative Fiction is on our stage with a new album arriving imminently. We'll be blessed with both new and old from the catalogue. It's easier to actually talk like that. Let's see. Joining him on the journey from the Rebel County will be CLM Chops. Quietly, one of the slickest beatmakers on the island with a set of his productions. How long is this going on for here? Okay, not much. Clark O'Bain, label mate of Spec at the Incomparable. You're a little wordsmith, aren't you, Disgrace? At the... Where were we? Incomparable Unseen Limerick Collective makes a long overdue Elixir debut fresh from releasing the CLM produced Industry Darlings. project at the end of the year. Rounding things off, we have our do feta holding down. We have our do. So fuck's sake, I'm ruining this here. Rounding things off, we have our do feta holding down the duties as our ever popular open mic session. Graph for the flowers, we're right about Crosco 1. Hope you can join us to start off the new year right.
Don't give a singular F what people think about you.
Hannah Curley 220 says, I'm a professional graphic designer. Can I make something for you? Sure, why not? Okay! This is the Conor G Show. All right, we're 1 hour in. Let's take a very quick break. And when we return, I present to you Daz Does Dublin. Always, aka DAN, responds to Meekan. And Liambo Slice Freestyle. Mind Designs and Seas 420 with a hot new music video. A Channel 5, the American one. Documentary about the Belfast rap scene. Marcus Sweeney returns to the internet. And a brand new P. Mazza vlog and a load of other crappy, ugly, freaky, scary antics from him. Coming up for you tonight, here, live, on the Conor G Show. Be right back, don't go anywhere, or it'll be your mistake. Welcome everybody to this show. This is not a show that will hurt you though. This is just a show that you will get to know. This is just a show you will enjoy and learn. Please don't worry, there is no cause for concern. And after the show, you will go to bed. And when you wake up, everything will be fine. After the show is over, you will go to bed. When you wake up, you will be fine. Watch this show. Please enjoy this show. .49. Restate my assumptions. 1. Fame is clout over dignity times vanity. 2. Everything around us can be represented and understood through followers. 3. If you check the followers of any influencer, bots emerge. Therefore, there are scams everywhere in social media.
You hear Kabbalah?
I'll use mysticism.
Only haunts him and he twists and turns in his bed.
Maybe that pattern is like the algorithm on YouTube. The Bible. There's loads of pages.
This is insanity.
Or maybe it's genius. I need 1 million followers.
Hold on, you have to slow down. You're losing it.
You only gave us part of the code. Now give us the rest of the code so we can set it right.
You are only a vessel from our God. You are carrying a delivery that was meant for us. There will be no order, only chaos.
You see, your paint high is a lot different from your hairspray or your average deodorant or house air freshener. The paint high is a more floaty light with touches of the Simpsons. Whereas when you're sniffing petrol, you just want to fucking throw a dog over a fence or something like that. grab a fucking bag of paint, like, and if you get scared fucking painting, just say you were sniffing it.
Are you a prod or a pig? Looking at the carrion, like, are you a prod or are you a pig?
Know what I mean? Like, takes and huns, put down your guns and pick up a tin of spray paint and do a wee fucking piece like it's sweet.
Have the remix? Call me.
We're coming down with this one against Legend. Don't say this is rough.
Shortly. See you later, Galactican. Thanks for popping by. All right, Conor G Show's coming back in just a moment. Hello and welcome back to the Conor G Show. I am your host, and this is the Conor G Show. This one is Killer Whale, I Don't Want You, Spendthrift Remix. Coming up for you right now, we have Daz Does Dublin. Always, aka DAN, responds to Meek N. A freestyle from Leon Slice, a brand new music video from Mind Designs and C's420 on Ill Records. And Channel 5, the one from YouTube, not UK television, is doing a little documentary about Belfast rap. Allegedly. We've also got brand new Marcus Sweeney and Paul Morrissey coming up for you tonight. Right, so check it out. Daz came to visit me. Daz, he's a rapper from Belfast. Came to visit me here in Dublin. And I'm sure you're going to want to hear a little bit about his little trip to Dublin here. Hold on, I'm just organizing some music here behind the scenes. It's all behind the scenes stuff. You don't really need to know about this here. She probably shouldn't have said anything, you know. Put that one there, put that one there. All right. So, just a little update from Daz here. Let's see. So stupid. Just, so Daz, he's a rapper from Belfast. He runs the Fifth Element charity boxing scheme there at the Masonic Lodge on Ormer Road. And puts on lots of events and stuff for charity, breakdancing events, DJ sessions, and a couple of radio stations. And he used to do these really cool, like, freestyle sessions in the booth and stuff. They seem to have dried up. I don't know if that's to do with just, I don't know, maybe there's no rappers that want to go in and do it, or they just need to get their confidence up. I would suggest the next diss track go over there and be recorded in Daz's little studio. That was a nice wee setup. Do you remember we played the one that Dirtbird did? His little freestyle session there at the Fifth Element place. Skank FM or whatever it is. He runs the Skank FM thing. And that was all C's 420 beats. Remember that? It was pretty cool. It was filmed in black and white and all. They got this their own little style and everything. So Daz is a great one for post. Sorry. Still a little getting over sickness from a few weeks ago. Daz is a good one for posting his antics, what he's up to out and about. And this one, he was just down in Dublin, so I thought I would share it with everyone. Here it is. This is Daz here. Big, gorgeous smile on him. He says, great weather for a trip to Dublin today to talk with the Garda. What? You tight Daz! You low down no good tight. You talk to cops, do ya? Don't let Rockstar hear about this. So, Das says he's away to talk to the Garda with the International Fund for Ireland there. Rio Ferdinand Foundation, who I'm sure he's like that with. All right, so there you go. Das in Dublin for a good old snitching sesh with the guards. All right, this one is Lalo Angeles with Bass on Me, the original Mercs. All right, shout out to Daz. It's just a little fun there, Daz. Don't worry about that at all. Let's see. I need to get Rio on a track. This is Rare Witch. There you go. Daz is your man. He'll get that hooked up for you. So I had to get another cup of tea there. You know, help soothe the throat or scald the mouth, whatever way you look at it. So, what we have coming up for you now, it's the thing that everyone's gathered around to hear. Always responds. Bam, bam. So who's Always, you might be asking? Well, I did a terrible job of explaining who this was last week. But Always is the guy who's mates with Rockstar, but he also wanted to destroy Rockstar not too long ago. But last week I said Always Known by mistake. You know, I even put it in the clip because it was such a stupid mistake on my part. Luckily, I only called him it once. So Always Known is an English clothes maker, right? Designer, clothes designer. He sponsored one of the Battle of the Buys. I think Coincidental won that one. Was Meek N actually against Coincidental in that Battle of the Buys? Anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. I said Always Known last week, and I meant to just say Always. If you don't know who that guy... I'm so sorry, everyone. That's all on me. I did not explain that to you. So he goes by D-A-N or Dan, right? And he had a song with Collie B and Rockstar. D.A.N. He did this song with Rockstar and Collie B. Do you remember this song?
Listen, you know what to do.
You know what to do. Shut the fuck up, you're talking poo.
Easy mended.
That's it, easy mended.
So you motherfuckers want it? Murder, Inc. and everything.
You remember this famous song? Let's listen to it.
Popping a plea, no matter where I stand, I'm feeling so free. Who the fuck you
One
think
for
you
fire,
are?
two for shit in the chat right now.
There's nothing they can do to me. Don't act the fool of me, you're full-blown hood. Don't ask for strap if the payment's due. Don't try to rap if you're talking poo. You'll be in a rat trap, and that's not good. Don't hit me up if you ain't got food. Don't put me down or you be in that boot. Don't fuck around or you be on the news. This is a war for yous and it's an all-out feud. Don't drive the man that
Dre hit the boys up.
Don't bust a nut.
Rockstar's on Death Row Records, did you not know?
Don't fill a cup if you're heading home. Just smoke that J and you'll fly right on. Or do you properly? I'll pull up randomly. Do your guy from derogatory? I'm all game, stay in your territory. It's mandatory. They'll be counting them stacks. Just go round in the back. Got no pound kind of the gap. Only top G around here. I'm bringing the goo beat back. Why's this we can't lack? In the hood you get slapped if you miss that tick. No more bars on tap. Big box
Dr. Dry says Rarewitch talking poos is stuck in me up.
Murdered, you probably heard of me. I'm slightly burdened with the family curse, but I'm a bit that this won't be furthered. So no mistake that I feel assertive. Yeah, Sham, forget the rap battle, I'm the rap.
Rockstar is easily my favorite rapper, by the way. I hope he's. Does everyone know that? Does everyone know that? Rockstar is easily my favorite rapper. That's not a joke. It's Collie B.
I ain't got no horns. I rock a balaclava on my head. All you faggot MCs get
Hey,
shot
Collie.
dead. Brown bread.
Do you remember after we played this here, Collie B sent me a message saying he wanted to say sorry to all yous for using the F word in this song. You can't control these rappers, but you can nudge them in the right direction.
AKs and petrol bombs. I don't care. Stick my middle finger up in the air. Yo, I'm
So the last one coming up here is Dan, D-A-N, aka Always. He's called Always on Instagram. I'm so sorry to everyone I didn't explain this last week. Went over well though.
Cause man, I'm a fucking savage. Fuck the rap devil. I'm
It's
the
a one
rap
from Ducky
rebel.
Meow.
I'm not Celtic, man. I'm going for the
She wouldn't have given that one there if you didn't send that apology, Collie.
treble. They
One
call
from
me the
Rarewitch.
rap slayer. Always on point like a darts player. Put the Union Jack to the back. The armor lights go crack, crack, crack. You guys a bunch of zeros. I'm a real Irishman. No Robert De Niro.
I'm a real Irishman. Get to know me.
I'm tanked out, ain't got no dad bod. Introduce you to the nothing squad. Listen to my raps. I'm from the place where the boys throw pipe bombs at the flats. Gonna put North Ireland on the map. My dad raised me like I was a soldier with scoliosis. Ultimately braggadocious, I'm all about the focus. Armagh, Antrim and County Down. Yeah, these boys know that's my sound. eBay's a bunch of wankers, a bunch of cardboard gangsters. Warsaw Jillers, baby, yeah. Strap, chillin' in the bush. Witnesses know to keep it whoosh.
Yeah, although it's 50-50 in the chat. One from Ducky Meow, one from Rarewitch, one from Rob, two from Steve Man, two from D-Skis, two from Dog Cha.
Become a carved up
This is Dan here. Get him, Dan. Do you remember? This is the guy who did a little diss at Meek N last week. They're calling him Kermit in the chat.
Witnesses know to keep it whoosh. Whoosh. Get him down. Become a Tarvagite, become a Tarvagarget, become a carved up carcass around a road up in a carpet that gets.
So one of the things that Dan told me when he was trying to get me to ruin Rockstar was that Rockstar copied all that G language stuff off him. Do you remember Rockstar was posting all this G language stuff on Instagram for about 6 months?
Stumped in the garbage with discarded possessions. Detectives up my gaff again, but didn't find my weapons. Keep it squeaky clean like custodians, new goodies. You're beefing me, homie. I hope you brought your few buddies. I swoop down and stiff, you skip home and I sleep soundly. Suicide me, how to find me. It's about these demons, but found me like a real fucking G. It's hands.
The cops are never cracking that code, says Disgrace. No shout out for County Tyrone, says Steveman.
Be up to all sorts, my cohorts, drug dealing and intimidation speeds. Well, that's it used to be. Nowadays, my favorite color's green. Bounce from car to car, piss trying to city fire strategically. Y'all just fucking wannabes. Y'all just fucking kidding me. With your Jim King fake gold chains and barred fables. You couldn't run shit if you thought a third on a treadmill. Now who's trying to say I ain't got no skills? Like I'm a novice. I miss the smell of gun smoke and burnt out novice. We never.
Yeah, do you remember that one? Who's trying to say that I'm a novice? And he rhymed it with burnt out novas.
This life chose us. See, you motherfuckers wanted it. Murdering.
So that was down there at the end. He was Always from last week. Not always known as a different guy. So everybody absolutely loved this rap beef, right? And, you know, everyone's been buzzing about this rap beef. And, you know, I've been trying to tell you, the rap beef is where it's at. That's where the fun lies. That's why everyone loves hip-hop, because it's such a competition, you know? So there's a few little updates from this here. Let me just see. Oh, here's one thing here. So look at this here. Meek N has been removed from Chad Rooney's gig. This is the previous poster there. Devious, DK, Rockstar, Rich Schmicks, T-Mike, Wee Joe, Homegrown, Meek N, JJ Hype, Little Man, and Money Mikey. And here's the new poster here. Devious, Rockstar, T-Mike, DK, Little Man, Homegrown, Wee Joe, JJ Harley, Money Mike, and SP. Free the world. Meek N. No Meek N. Gone. So that's one little update here. And always... he did, he responded, I guess, to, I don't know, maybe the clip or the clip that I posted or something. Let's see. What I would really like to see is a mixtape, right? Or an EP of at least 5 or 6 songs with Devious Raps, Rockstar, and MC Chad Rooney. I think that's the magic trio. Do you remember, do you remember that awful album Ghostface Killah, Method Man, and Raekwon did? Yeah, wasn't that the 3? It was called 3 the Hard Way, right? And they did a whole comic strip for it and everything. And, they're the best 3 out of the Wu-Tang. Ghostface Killah, Method Man, Raekwon. So they had to do their little album together. They finally gave in and gave the fans what they want. And then they released it and it was crap. Nobody listened to it. Because it was awful. It was phoned in. You could tell. But I think Devious, Rockstar, and MC Chad Rooney, they're mates. So it would make sense for them 3 to do mixtape together. That's what I want to see. We willed Rockstar and Collie B onto a track together. Thank God that happened. We willed Rich Schmicks and Dirtbird onto a mixtape together. We willed that into existence. We can just keep on willing things into existence. Devious, MC, and Rockstar. I think they would make a good little trio. 3 the Hard Way. They would improve even on Ghostface Killah, Raekwon, and Method Man's effort at 3 the Hard Way. Right? 3 the Hard Way, I believe, is the name of a blaxploitation film from the 70s. That's where they got the title from. So let's show you the little responses that Always, aka Dan, get him Dan, posted to Instagram and social media. Here's the first one. It's posted to Always Instagram story. It's a sideways picture covered in leaves. Someone's face is blurred out with a king's crown on top, and it says Meek N back here. Can anyone decipher the... I'm assuming this has some sort of meaning. I don't understand it. Is this some sort of crematorium back here or something? Is this the Alamo or something? Has anybody a clue? Anybody a clue what's going on here? I don't know. I don't get the reference here.
You got the reference?
And then here's another one here. A little meme that Always put together. Funny little meme. So I saw these and I was like, oh good, he's taking it well. But Meek N didn't diss Always, aka Dan. He didn't diss him. It means he's going to leave him alone. # beef squashed. He says, this little meme Dan created, he says, that diss track Popstar was good, huh? No, it was whack AF. Lol. Yeah, it was whack AF. Haha. So, and I was hoping that Rockstar was going to do a diss track back at Meek N. And I got a rumor that he did record one. I heard a rumor that he did actually record one. So I was hoping that it would be released by the time the shows come out. Let's do a live check-in with Rockstar, see if he's posted anything here. Let's see, Rockstar. Oh, we got a new story from him, but I don't think we've got any new music. No, just a poster for MC Chad Rooney's gig. That's it. No update. He didn't do the diss song. I heard he recorded a diss song, but he didn't drop it. He didn't release it. What else do we have here? So I did this clip last week. Remember me bragging about my thumbnails here earlier with the M.R one. Here's my little thumbnail. We've got Rockstar in his most gangster pose here. Rockstar at his most gangster. This is the least gangster Rockstar has been. Because he's so gangster and everything else he does. I was cracking up. I came up with the title for this video, The Craic Massacre. Because Meek N said Craic once in that song. I think that's supposedly why your man Always got involved because he's from Craigavon or something. So, yeah, Rockstar, no diss track this week. Always no diss track from him. And, but he did also respond. It wasn't just that meme he responded with. I was devastated because he responded with this. And I do not understand this Always Dan guy. So Always official there. He left this comment on a YouTube short that I posted. He says, "We will see what Meekend has to say on the 2nd of March. We will be waiting at the Garetta shop for you 100%. Good luck, you're gonna need it." So this is such a huge disappointment. This is why we can't have nice things. Captain, spoil the crack here. You couldn't have just done a diss song back. You know what I mean? You have to do a threat and post it publicly. It's like, oh, God. Eli Garetta is going to be proper stoked on that, says Rarewitch.
You got the reference?
If Always had just done a diss track, we would be going, yes! We would have been calling him a king right now. It's not like Meekend's diss track was any good. It was pretty bad. But it's just the fact that he did it was impressive, you know? He just bothered to do something. That's what was good about it. You know what I mean? Not this. This is such a letdown, Always. Especially because Meekend didn't diss you. You both dissed Rockstar. Everything Meekend said in his song Always said way worse about Rockstar. To me, anyway. Where is this? I thought you would be teaming up with Meekend. Like, the only reason I haven't told you what Meekend said about Rockstar is because I want to protect Rockstar. It makes zero sense, this entire beef. This is a huge disappointment. Big spoil the crack. And that's it. That's the beef. That's what they've managed to come up with as a comeback. Meekend's about 20 years old, by the way, and these other fellas are almost 40. What a letdown that is. Huge disappointment. What do you think? If either of Rockstar or Always did a diss track, we would be going mental right now. Yes! Yes! You've saved the game! But no, just a threat. Just a boring old threat. Instead of becoming a king and a hero to the game, people are just like, oh, good, well done. You want to beat up a wee guy? You want to beat up a 20-year-old? Well done. You're hard. Unbelievable. Especially if you, like, this Always posted photographs of Rockstar's car to his Instagram story. He was stalking him, taking photographs of him from across the street. He posted them publicly. So what did Meekend do? Just say he wasn't a gangster? It's the same thing that Always told me. Yeah, that's the worst beef ever. Do you want me to stop promoting the beef? Or should we keep promoting the beef? That was miserable response there. Miserable. A devastating response. Everyone's gobsmacked in the chat. They're devastated. They hate this. Awful. Terrible beef. Huge letdown. You've ruined the Conor G show tonight. Always, aka Dan. Hopefully, we're going to be rescued by young Liam Bo Slice. Please, God. Vper, says Benny. Thank you. This miserable song we've got playing over this as well. Let's see. Liambo freestyle. All right, Liambo, let's hope you can come in and save the day. Hopefully you're dissing someone in this here. I've just realized as well, this isn't even new either. This is probably a repost. He's wearing shorts and a t-shirt, unless he's on holiday. He's sitting on a park bench smoking Swede. Let's pinpoint his location, get that sent over to the Garda. Okay. All right, Liambo, get us out of this rut here.
See you, mate.
He's got a little hits from the bong freestyle. Oh, give it up for Liambo. 1 for fire, 2 for shite in the chat right now. How disappointed is everybody, by the way?
You just flex and you keep on schooling. Rule of split, smoke this shit, and I keep on rolling.
Sorry, Liambo, about this here. Sorry, Liambo. We didn't build up the energy. He moved to Oz a week ago, looking like a full Aussie already. So that's what you're saying. He's over there breaking the law. You see, everyone's excited to see this here. Everyone's watched this here already, probably. You know me, I save stuff for the show. They're all voting 1 just on personality alone. You hear that always, aka Dan, aka Rockstar. Personality alone, this guy's getting 1s. This guy doesn't leave threats. Okay, here we go. It's young Liambo. The hits from the bong freestyle. He's breaking the law in Australia. It's the death penalty in Australia.
I get hit, but I keep on going. You just flex and you keep on schooling. Rule of split, smoke this shit, and I keep on rolling. Always spit.
He's got a wee slice necklace on.
Too slick on the beat, I'm flowing. Got a skinhead today, I see the laning of my herbicide. I love my squinty smell, you'll never catch me within 30 feet. See me in a party, in a house coat and a shirt and fleece on ketamine for 2 yards, but it feels like an eternity. When you're not a boat bro, your girlfriend tries to flirt with me and casualty back in the...
Liam, I'm not pressing any gunshots or anything because I have to turn the volume up to be able to hear this properly. So I'll just refrain from any of the exciting sound effects that the rappers love to hear over their music.
They say that the Hercules like to learn, but I never needed to go to university because I always knew, bro, I had the university. I hear too many failing furry tales. I'm out of certain peace. Real men stand tall, you slither, you little serpent. Jumping out of different birds like a 30 lurker fleet. Talk a big game, but when I'm with you, bro, you surely speak. See it in your eyes when I talk, you're looking nervous. Used to be nice to everyone, but I'm done showing courtesy off social media. Too much.
Not a phone in sight, they're saying. Just relax and be yourself, says Eulogy.
Shit, I could be courtesy. Most men I wanna sit cozy in the furnace heat. Me and outside and every claim is getting 3rd degrees. Love my dreams, brought them way to wake because of early sleep. Always found time to de-stress and smoke a furnace. This is for all the comes from the...
Send this to the police immediately.
And all the working peeps. I quit my name to 5'9", but I'm still out here earning these.
The Adelaide Sheriff's Department.
Don't think you're strong-minded, you need to learn to be. And strong and tough enough to face any pain that's hurting me. Ask your mummy if I'm the best. And she'll say, certainly, I'm one of the goats. You boys are just a herd of sheep.
Oh! How did he get to record this here? It sounded like a 4-year-old kid there, listen.
And she'll say, certainly.
The height of the camera would suggest that too.
You boys are just a herd
Still a little child in the park here filming this. Whoops. Alright, big up Liambo. Everyone loves ya. This is the Conor G Show. All right, coming up for you next, we've got another nice guy who everyone loves and who would never threaten anyone. It's Mind Designs featuring C's 420. This is a track off C's 420's album, Sewer Rats 2, Electric Boogaloo. I meant to say Sewer Rats 2, Festering Boogaloo. You know, something shit related, you know, because sewers. This one is Eric Meisen with Cheetos. So we got Mind Designs on a C's 420 beat for Ill Records. They've done a brand new music video. I think you are going to love it. So I've refrained from watching this to save it to watch with all of you the night. And it comes in a spectacular 4K. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's the brand new C420 featuring Mind Designs with Backstroke.
He promised he'd save me from the rats. He said I wouldn't end up like the others, that he'd protect me, Kurt.
Something disappointing than even I imagined.
It's my fault.
It's young Mind Designs.
All mine. I wanted to be protected. Go on, tell him. You only did it to protect us.
Some nice little shots here. That's what you call images in a video.
Don't kill him.
I got a black pack that me Pajo to go half whack.
On another half, oh, if I don't have that, I'm a tad slow, bob back.
1 for 5, 2 for shake your chat right now.
You only did it to protect us. Oh, listen to me, you must. Our enemy.
Sir Rats Volume 2.
I got a black tack that meet Pod Joe to go half whack. On another half, oh, if I don't have that, I'm a tad slow, bob back, black fruit. On my dome's racked off with some bad smoke. City's fans still the bonds float, vote for the goal.
You look
while
lovely,
I show
son.
like I'm selling yachts. Cash rules if you're getting lots. There's bad
Yoda.
shops and red fucking Brexit. They're Latin rot, never getting locked or getting shot for selling hot. We've all got our vices, a lost proof. And I combat that last proof. Do you hear his dad's charging the fag? After the last stroke, some work, some beg. And some large stroke, some off early doing backstroke, some think ahead.
Stop ruining the video. You're ruining the video. No, I'm joking. That is 1 from Rare Witch, 1 from Dwabo, 1 from D Scross of the Walking Android. All close personal friends of Young Man Designs. Welcome in. Cool Nut Waffles and friends. DJ Bougie Banson. Welcome in. We're listening to C-Sport 20 and Mind Design with Backstroke. It's a brand new music video. Press 1 for 5, 2 for shake the chat right
After the last stroke, some work, some beg, and some large stroke, some off early doing backstroke, some think ahead, but most slack hope. Some don't feel their skin burn first day sink in the black smoke.
Hey, press 2 for shy! Hey, press 2 for shy! It's Galvatron! Get Galvatron out of here! Get him out of here! The nicest man in jungle just earned himself a ban from the Conor G Show chat.
You hear his dad's charging the fag after the last stroke. Some work, some beg, and some large stroke. Some off early doing backstroke. Some think ahead, but most slack hope. Some don't feel their skin burn first day sink in the black smoke. On another half over. Said these fans still the bonds float. Don't tracked off of some bad smoke. Said these fans till the bonds float.
It's sponsor.
I wasn't on it, now I'm blessed again. Smoke pedestrian, not trying to rest again. I flew around these city streets, yeah, that's pure rap. Sure rap, piece of seas and the rest of them.
Lovely little music video featuring Mind Designs and the sweet sounds of C420. That's Ill Records. Ill Records. 1 for 5, 2 for shake the chat right now. It's a ball! It's a ball rewind the chat for you! Zero at Sue Posse.
It's my fault, you see, honestly.
Here's my message to you, Oxford.
I wanted to be protected. Go on, tell him. You only did it to protect us.
It's Mind Designs. C-Sport 20.
I got a black tack that meet Pod Joe to go half whack. On another half, oh, if I don't have that, I'm a tad slow, bob back, black fruit. On my dome's racked off with some bad smoke. City's fans still the bonds
Get to know me.
for the goat while I showboat like I'm selling yachts. Cash rules if you're getting lots. There's batting shops and red fucking Brexit. They're Latin rot, never getting locked or getting shot for selling hot. We've all got our vices, a lost proof. And I combat that last proof. Do you hear his dad's charging the fag after the last stroke? Some
I'm not
work,
idea
some
to push that
beg,
weight anymore. Like.
some large stroke, some off early doing backstroke, some think
They're
ahead.
calling for a double rewind. They're calling for a triple rewind in the
Got a
chat.
black tack that meet Pod Joe to go half whack. On another half, so if I don't have that, I'm a tad slow, bob back, black fruit. On my
Don't give
track
a
off some
singular
bad smoke. City's fans
what
still the
people
bonds
think about
float
you.
for the goat.
So
While I
sorry, I thought it was
showboat
painful
like
on the
I'm selling
ear.
yachts. Cash rules if you're getting lots. There's batting shops and red fucking Brexit. They're
This is
Latin rot,
Mind
never getting
Designs.
locked or getting
C420 with backstroke.
Price is a lost proof, and I combat that last proof. You hear his dad's charging the fag after the last stroke.
Links
Some
in the
work,
chat
some
right now.
beg.
Go give it a like, subscribe, follow, and comment. Tell them Connor sent ya.
Think ahead, but most slack hope. Some don't feel their skin burn first day sink in the black smoke.
It's the greatest video in history, says Cool Nut Waffles. We got a couple of new haircuts for you tonight, Cool Nut. They're earlier on the show.
bonds float.
We'll have to watch the
Track
VOD,
off
mate.
with some bad smoke. Said these plants with the bonds float. Yo, I wasn't on it, now I'm blessed again. Slump pedestrian, not trying to rest again. I float around these city streets.
I put this coat into an ox farm about 5 years ago. Did you pick it up there? I'm joking.
Sure rock, piece of seeds and the rest of them.
That was My Designs with C-Sport 20 and Backstroke on the Sirrats 2 album, Chemical Boogaloo. The chat have voted that 91.7% fire. And Galvatron said he didn't know what he was voting for, alright? Sirrats 2 out now, the critically acclaimed Sirrats 2.
Chocolate. Chris.
Everybody go get that there. The link is in the chat right now. Make sure you go give it a like, subscribe, follow, and comment. Oh, DJ Bougie Banton in the chat says, when are you talking about M.R again? We finished M. Look at this here. Look at this here. This is a little clip I put up on YouTube. This is the thumbnail from my latest YouTube clip. So youtube.com/ConorGShow. If you want to go check out that clip, I give M. an absolute bollocking that he does not deserve, right? But it sort of ties up a few storylines that we've been following along with M.R. You can go check that out if you missed that on youtube.com/ConorGShow. All right, welcome in everybody. This is the Conor G Show. Oh yeah, so that clip I posted like a day or two ago. It blew up. It's blowing up. I mean, for me, that is. All M.R fans are showing up in the comments. They hate me. They want me dead. They want me stricken from the web. So go check that out. All right, this is the Conor G Show. Oh, and we've got some very exciting news here coming up for you. Just consulting my notes here. Right, so I've got this this teaser that was posted. It's a 5-minute long teaser. Oh, teasers are usually a lot shorter than this, but we'll give it a go since it's so exciting, and a lot of the Conor G Show Battle of the Buys alumni are probably in here. Boujban says he unfollowed me after the M. slander. Read the disclaimer, bozo. So yes, what are we talking about? Let me talk. What are we talking about here? Channel 5. Hands up who's heard of Channel 5. Not the UK Channel 5. This is very confusing to talk about for us here. So Channel 5 is this sort of, I guess you would say it was a little bit like, maybe a bit like, it was kind of Adult Swimmy style. It was a little bit like how Vice's YouTube channel used to be before the big buyover. You know, they used to go and they do these weird little interviews and documentaries and stuff. So Channel 5 is like, I guess it would be classified as a comedy, but it's like, it's just like weird little documentaries about subcultures and stuff like this here. Rob says, I have heard of it. Good. If Rob's heard of it, then everyone else must have. So, let's see. Let's just let Filmed by Cogs tell us. So there's this wee guy, hot new kid on the scene, and he wants to do a little documentary about the Belfast rap scene for this internet documentary series Channel 5, right? It's pretty popular. I think they've got millions. Let's see, Calvatron says, where's your M.vid? Maybe it was stricken from the record here. It's the last video I posted. So M.'s over for the night. Stop talking about M. or else. So, see, I haven't really, I've watched a few of the Channel 5 things, but it's like, I can't remember any specific, iconic moments to share with you. I'm sure it's had plenty, it's, It's a popular thing. They got millions of subscribers on YouTube. Anyway, give you a look at this. This is a guy called Filmed by Cogs. So there's the little teaser here. I didn't want any mix-ups tonight with the Instagram not having audio, so I downloaded all the videos that we needed tonight. Frantically, moments before the show started. So, filmed by Cogs. New kid, fresh new kid on the scene. I think this is filmed by Cogs here, this fresh-faced young man. They say, ladies and gents, I present to you a hastily put together 5-minute teaser. Hopefully it doesn't drag on. Andrew Callahan. Now, I don't want to spoil this for anyone, but do not Google Andrew Callahan unless you want to be quite upset and have this whole thing spoiled for you. Okay? I don't want to ruin this for everyone since they're so ecstatic about this little documentary. Just, I have to mention it though. Do not Google Andrew Callahan. You're going to be devastated, right? Andrew Callahan with Channel 5 is a journalist I have admired for quite some time. And when he opened submissions for fans to create short documentaries for a chance to join Channel 5, not throwing my hat in the ring would be something I would only regret. So I think he's getting other people to make the documentaries because he's been cancelled, right? So he's getting other people to make the documentaries. So I guess that's good, sharing the platform that he can no longer use, okay? I feel it important, this is filmed by Cogs, continues. I feel it's important to note how little this teaser actually covers. What you're seeing is the first few interviews we Cogs have ever done. Since this interview, I've become aware of so much more of the scene. And the clarity I've gained since the beginning of this documentary has only made me want to adapt and refine it even more. The Beats of Belfast, Bombing Beats and B-Boys. That's a documentary about Belfast hip-hop. Or was that Northern Ireland hip-hop? The Beats of Belfast is an ongoing project of mine with the end goal of gathering a comprehensive idea of what Belfast has to offer in terms of hip-hop. We will cover the artists, collectives, origins, the menagerie of sounds, the pillars of Belfast. It's about this stage in reading people's captions that I start doing a funny voice. We will cover the artists, the collectives, the origins, the menagerie. Oh, okay, I read that bit. Growing hip-hop community, the challenges and controversies that together embody Irish hip-hop. To achieve this, I hope to involve as many Belfast hip-hop heads as possible, as the range of perspectives from the fans, producers, MCs, venue owners, and even managers can all provide valuable insight into Belfast scene. So I'm on a crusade to destroy the Belfast scene. I have been, maybe this guy can help rebuild all the bad work that I've done. I've been obsessed with rap and hip-hop culture ever since Chief Keef's debut album, Finally Rich, was played for me when I was 10. From then, that's how old Chief Keef was when he recorded this here. When he recorded that album. From then on, the range of scene sounds and come-ups of hip-hop have endlessly fascinated me. Belfast is on the verge of a breakthrough, and it seems the only people who are aware of it are those in the scene themselves. So, if you... Oh, well. He's got a point there. So, if you're watching this with very little idea of anything Belfast hip-hop related, hopefully I can capture the growing culture and talent we have right here in our pretty little city. So, let's watch the video. And, you know, sorry, Disgrace of the Wicked Android and Dofat, I don't mean to spoil the crack on this by mentioning Andrew Callahan, but it probably should be acknowledged at some point. Right? Okay, here we go. It's the teaser from Filmed by Cogs. This lovely wee guy who's taken an interest in our wee rap scene.
I said I'm slightly buzzed.
Rare Witch in the chat, he says, there's really not that much to say about it. Like, Do not let Dufada hear you saying that.
And I'm wondering why they may be from the thunderous noises like a drug upon the poise when rating stuff as shapes we buns. I have to consider the fact.
I wonder if he's going to go bright red here. You know, he turns into a tomato when he raps. It's one of his most popular features.
They may be drunk to cannabinoids and say my lungs are courtesy of that nice me blunt.
Ooh, there we go, a little dramatic pause there where it says, worldwide appeal only seems to happen if you fetishize republicanism like Kneecap. Did you hear Kneecap had, Kneecap got a grant, right, from the British Phonographic Agency or something, and some politician stepped in and stopped them from getting the money that they were awarded. Couldn't believe it. Anyway. Here we go. Let's continue with this here. That was only 14 seconds.
Belfast, Northern Ireland.
It's graffiti.
A city known for its divided history,
there you go.
ideological conflicts, building
IRA,
the big boat 100 years
UDA.
ago, and its rampant alcoholism. To the current day, it seems like that is all Belfast is internationally known for.
Did OJ write this script?
What it's less known for is its rich,
Now, this guy's like 20. Give him a break. I want everybody to give this a chance, please.
long-running hip-hop scene, beginning in the 80s with the breakdancing Madden Twins, which has now grown into the thriving, diverse
Shout out
community
to
it
the
is
Madden
today,
Twins.
the growth of which has never been quicker than in the last 2 years. The melting pot of subgenres
There's
and
Rich
tight
Mix.
beats that is Irish hip-hop is on the
There's
verge of
Hodos.
international recognition. The purpose of this
There's
work-in-progress
knowledge.
documentary is to gather a comprehensive idea
There's
of this
D-Generation X.
community,
There's
its
D-Scripts.
names, collectives, origins, range of sounds, challenges, controversies, all straight from the community itself.
There's
So sit
homegrown.
back, relax, and be informed. These are the beats of Belfast.
Bombing beats and B-boys.
Our documentary started at a gig at
It's freezing. What are you doing in a t-shirt?
Dual Records, a small, intimate venue in an industrial park in Belfast. We went intending to interview the
No, nonsense. Jed invented hip-hop 6 months ago, says Steve.
venue owners, Nolan Donnelly and Eva Kearney.
Cool, I never heard of Zulu Records. I like the name, though.
What we got instead was
Oh, look at the flame coming from Dofada.
something completely unexpected. At the venue, we got talking to who turned out to be some of Belfast's best,
Stephen the Locust, coincidental.
long-standing MCs who were there to support their friend and fellow artist.
Yin
Yin
Yang, we haven't introduced her to the Conor G show yet. Rather, introduced you lot. She hasn't made her grand debut in the Conor G show yet. I'm saving her.
With our limited
She seems like a real, you know, if I have no content, we can bring her in to completely save the show.
knowledge, we soon learned how pivotal a role
I don't believe we've seen anything like Yin Yang before, so I'm really looking forward to introducing her.
they play in the growth of the scene.
Not that, you know, she's, you know, bigger than I am, so. I mean, for the people who watch my show, you know.
The most pivotal being our first interview. We're here with
He's got a little peep hat on.
Dofada.
Dofada.
What's
here.
happening?
You don't know Dofada's name?
Even well.
So we've met him at this Nolan Donnelly Zul Records. There's plenty of sort of old school
What an intro that was, says Jack.
OG ones who have showed up.
Give him a chance. This is like his first documentary.
Can you give us some names?
Like some of the best rappers
He's like 17, this wee lad.
around here. Like I would say, if you're on like a Mount Rushmore or whatever at Belfast, like I'd have to
Ducky Meow says, this is kind of cute. Where's my interview? But they haven't talked to the mother. Yeah, Ducky Meow's the Beyonce of Belfast hip-hop.
say you have to have Steve Lock on out there, probably one of the best rhymers on the planet. Like I put him against anybody's favorite MC. Like I swear to God, like no problem. The
Steve Lock's here today.
Steve Lock is here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my. You really have to listen to the likes of Steve Lock. Steve Lock, Main Designs, Big Don, Disgrace, Jay Sutton, Tony Breadman. There's so many of them, man. There's a whole list of them, like homegrown. These are boys like all over the north and all that. Like, you know what I mean? And this stuff's when you really started like coming together like properly, and everyone's.
Raw1210 says he's got a great voice for narration. Should we get Dofada to narrate it?
The community's sort of come together now more as a unit. I think the last like year and a half something.
Long-standing MCs, says Rare Rich, question mark.
It's magic, man. And
Leave him alone.
To be honest with you, a lot of it's all down to the Belfast Groove Collective, because before here in Belfast, like rap gigs were sort of like I think a lot of venues were afraid of like rap gigs and having rap gigs, because some of them like people would start fading and all, you know what I mean? There'd be places trashed and all this kind of crack.
See, this here thing is about people not wanting to put on rap gigs because people will be fighting. Wasn't that one fight that happened out in the street like 10 years ago or something? Why are people always bringing that one gig up where a fight happened once?
People reading and all on the walls of the toilets was a big problem as well, believe it or not. But the likes of the Belfast Groove Club, I feel
People writing on the toilet walls.
a new Lisa Lake.
Kill all bouncers.
To this sort of stuff, and we've got a better crew and stuff in, and it's all with the live instruments. It's all around by a guy called Nolly.
Ducky me off. Don't get all jealous hater. Ducky me off. She says, what about Shane and Amanda? He's just started making it. Give him a chance. Jesus, the thing's not out yet. This is a teaser.
Colbert, he's got to speak to that guy too. I feel like now that when the people are coming to these gigs, like there's a real core.
Hello, if you're watching Cogs Films, got your back here, mate.
Fan base who really want this sort of stuff to succeed and really want to push this stuff with us now. You know what I mean? And
I won't bring that Andrew Callahan thing up again. I just had to mention it, otherwise I'd be called a hypocrite.
Exactly. It's just being a part of it. I feel like I just came in here a year ago and started rapping away and all, immediately just been accepted by a lot of these dudes and mate, because you know what I mean?
Don't Fat has only been rapping a year. I'm just slagging, says Ducky me on.
I feel like I'm see the curb.
It is the Conor G show after all.
This game, and I want this stuff to be better, and
I don't know if you've watched much Channel 5 stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the people, the sort of urban, more rap focused, rap centric people he talks to, like to do freestyles in their little interviews.
Oh yeah!
Just so you know.
On the spot, no sweat.
You want to spit out something?
Fuck a beat. You know what I mean? I don't need one. You're nice speaking to the West Belfast Jesus. Yeah, my man fucking Taylor and Ethan, they said they were filming, but I didn't believe him. Said it was a documentary.
One for fire, two for shite for the silver freestyle.
Because you dudes are definitely needing elbows. Swear to God, I'm coming up on the fourth blow. Because I know yous are definitely shooting pornos, but not with me. That's why I just gotta leave. Know what I mean? Don't need D. Stroke your granny's groceries.
What the fuck, bro?
Hey, that was 100% fire from the chat.
Every rapper needs to go off the top. Off the top. That's no written shit. No written shit ever. No make let you pay me for it. No.
Dude, thank you, bro. That's fucking perfect.
Well done.
There's no bricks. Belfast ain't no mistakes.
Well done.
Close the case.
Well done.
We're here with some of the other rappers.
There we go. I've got Mind Design, so we just watched that him performing in that beautiful music video.
Profile had mentioned some long performing, long standing artists such as yourselves. You like to do a wee quick.
If Little Peep wasn't dead already, I would want him dead.
Individual introduction, if you don't mind.
My name is Cornelius. My name's Stephen. Yeah. Steve Locke.
Quick sample.
Irish hip hop. All that shit. Ask your granny about me. Top playlist.
Belfast rappers are obsessed with grannies.
All that shit. My name's Mind Designs. One more.
Shout out your mum. Shout out your dad. Shout out your nana. She's a big fat slag.
One day, why is he holding a paintbrush? All your my records. All your my records? Well,
comedians, these rappers, aren't they? That you'll go down well on Channel 5, all the funny guys that are on there.
Forgot my name.
And we're not going to tell you his name unless you stay tuned. As you could probably tell.
God, John Quinn.
Well, this is an incomplete project. There's still a whole sub-community of Belfast.
Rich Mix and Dirtbird.
Drill rappers and many other collectives that we haven't touched on. Not to mention Young
wee
Spencer
Becky
and
McNeese
Kneecap,
there.
the rappers on the forefront of the Belfast scene. With this
Young
5 minute,
Spencer?
55 second time limit, we were only able to include the peak of the iceberg that is Belfast's hip hop community. There's so much more that we want to touch on. So please, like and subscribe, and follow our Instagram for any updates on the next parts.
It's a shame he's recorded so much of this. Are these behind the scenes shots or are these actual documentary footage style? So is he... what do you say here? So... this is me being so nice and lovely. If this guy needs a lend of a better camera, hit me up. By the way, filmed by Cogs, I lend you a better camera, one with a lens. Just if this is shot in an iPhone or whatever with this low light situation. Maybe it's only because it's low light that it's a wee bit grainy, but would because if he's just putting in an application for this documentary, maybe the visual quality needs to be a bit better. If I can help with that, let me know. Filmed by Cogs, please. I've got a camera I can lend you with a lens. Yeah, D-Chris says the Dofada bits was just randomly done, but the bits were with the interview and stuff that it showed you there. They were quite grainy, quite low light. I'm honestly not trying to criticize here. I swear to God, I'm trying to say if you need the lens of a camera, I'll give it to you.
JK, I'm with P though, lost the key.
Robert says, will I interview Conor G? I'm not part of the rap scene.
the shed of a pig.
I'm the solitary force trying to destroy the rap scene. Get it through your thick heads!
Through the cancer.
Created by Tyler Morrison, filming and editing by Ethan Trainer, art and animation by Aaron Reed. Lovely, love it. Dofat is a great representative for IHH or HH.
Freedom of opinion will not be tolerated.
So there you go. That was the little thing there. So Disgrace this is our Disgrace of the waking android here. This gorgeous guy in his wee studio room looks so cool. What I would do to get into this studio and record some vocals with Disgrace here. He's got that's his own album there in the corner here. So is this the shot? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, by the way. So is this the camera they shot the thing on, or is this a behind the scenes thing? I know you're probably not going to reshoot stuff, but if you need a Lenovo camera filmed by Cogs, I've got you. I got a wee DSLR you can borrow to shoot some stuff here. Okay? I'm not joking, by the way. I love all these guys, all these wee guys that are in this here video. They mean so much to me. So I'd like to help out any way I can. I'm for documentary filmmaking. I'm against Irish hip hop. What did you think? Are we all excited for that? Let me tell you, everyone is so excited for this here. Everyone is so excited for it, except Don Chi. She's a big jealous hater in the chat. She says, I want to destroy the scene. I'm fuming. Dofata is going to be getting a strongly worded letter. Sucking me up. Whereas MZ in all of this, he is the best rapper. If Young Spencer got a shout out, why didn't MZ? He's his main nemesis. Don Chi, the scene needs you. You're one of the best, in quotes. Who said that?
You got the reference?
What do you think? I'm super excited for that. I hope that I hope you succeed with this here. All right. I mean, nobody likes when I'm nice. I've got nothing else here for this here. This is the Conor G show. Can you tell how sweet I'm trying to be? So sweet and nice. You'll have to get your own tripod, though. I can't lend you a tripod filmed by Cogs. But I got a camera here for you. Because that looked like it was filmed on an iPhone, I think. Don, she doesn't like being lied to. She thinks all the rappers are blowing smoke up her ass by complimenting her raps. Why is nobody allowed to compliment your raps anymore? You gotta look out for yourself here, Don Chi. Oh, God. Now, you can borrow the camera filmed by Cogs. You can borrow the camera. I'm not going to give it to you. Just me here. I don't have any funding. Should I put in to do a documentary about Paul Morrissey? Don't she's raging she didn't get a shout out in this clip, the same as Ducky Mia. Alright everybody, that was your local rap scene there. That was your local rap segment. Hope you all enjoyed that. I hope I didn't spoil that for anyone. Look, listen to me. Listen to me. I want to be supportive of this here. I'm so sincere. If that wee lad needs a land of a camera, I'd give it to him for a very short period of time. So I've seen those Channel 5, some of those Channel 5 documentaries. None of them are filmed on iPhones, but maybe that's the look they're going for. Maybe I'm just making assumptions. I don't know anything about it. Let's move forward, says Don Shea. I'm raging. What do you want them to do? Name every single rapper that comes out of Belfast? Of course he's going to name all his close personal friends first. That's what you do. There's enough from the previous episode for a full 6-parter of P. Mazza. New Paul Morrissey coming up next. But before we've got two different Dublin douchebags coming up for you next. Marcus Sweeney returns to the internet, and Paul Morrissey continues ravaging Mexico. Alright, shoutouts to Don Chi, shoutouts to Doe Fada, shoutouts to Filmed by Cogs. Alright, this is the Conor G Show, taking a very quick break. When we return, the Dublin douchebag section. Alright, see you in a minute.
I got the Glock, kinda get motherfucking dead. I'm in the body with walk, that's the walk. I got the motherfucking end. Out of that bed of that die. I don't even fuck with their friends. Out of my country, I don't even fuck with these men. I don't even fuck with the guap. I do the guap spin. I don't even fuck with the guap. I do the guap spin. I got some money to spend. We got some money to spend.
Like a single sizable eye socket right in the middle of the forehead. The ancient Greeks collected fossils like these and believed they told a story about massive monsters.
In Greek mythology, the Cyclops described as a one-eyed giant who existed here on Earth a long time ago.
The Silk Cut, Britain's best-selling low-tar cigarette in 1983.
Vikings also scratched runes into household goods. Deciphering these messages is no easy task. Runes are short, straight, and diagonal lines in many different dialects. There was no standard spelling. They wrote the individual runic letters by pronouncing the sounds of their regional accents. So even though modern runologists can read runes, their meaning isn't always obvious.
Got the back and sides.
Listening.
Hello and welcome back to the Conor G Show. I'm your host, and this is the Conor G Show. Coming up for you tonight, we have Marcus Sweeney returns to the internet and Paul Morrissey ravages the nation of Mexico. The Dublin douchebag section coming up for you now. Here, OJ, see, it's not just you and Hotbox. The chat are going mental about this wee documentary too. A wee kid. I'm not raging at the kid, says Don Chi, at all. Doe Fada should know better. What? I think he was on the spot to sucking me off. What are you going on about? He named his mates. Who cares? What do you think is going on here? Do not ruin this for Dofada. I'm warning you. All right. Welcome in. Oh, he wasn't on the spot. He's not obligated to shout out every Tom, Dick, and Harry in Belfast, is he? I got your back, lads. Dofada and Mo Farah back to back is something I'd like to see, says Raw 1210. Don G says, that's no worries. I'd forget who they are on the spot next time they approach me. Whoa! Exactly, says Raw 1210. He's encouraging her. Dofada, I tried. Don G, everyone's the best to Dofada. He's just a nice guy who tells everyone they're the GOAT. No one's safe, she says. All right. Have we had enough of the Belfast rap scene for tonight? I was like going through my notes before the show and I was like, what angle am I going to take on this? Because we got the Andrew Callahan thing that puts a big downer and things. I didn't expect this from you. Oh, God. The Belfast rap scene needs more beef. I certainly expected more out of the Meek and Always, aka Dan, beef. All we got out of that was a solitary threat, and that was it. Not another rap song. I think everyone was devastated there wasn't another diss back at that. Get some Hotbox up, says Steve Man. You know what? Let's play the last video that was on Hotbox. How about that? Let's play some Hotbox to bring the tone up here. All right, Hotbox. Come on, Hotbox. We need you to save the day. Right, here we go. Here's a good one here. It's a brand new one from Rich Mix and Dirtbird from the Freedom Riders EP. Co-shot by Dylan. It's the Freedom Riders. Beyond the Walls.
Freedom of opinion will not be tolerated.
It's a sectarian themed rap song, probably. I haven't listened to any of Freedom Riders because I went to go buy it and it was on hyphens thing, so I didn't want to pay for it. East to West. A Catholic and a Protestant.
The Northern Unionists, the Northern Protestants.
They don't show their faces. 1 for 5, 2 for shit in the chat right now. I getting your bad man on. He deleted that.
From west to the east, red we all bleed. We all need the bread, we all need the peace. Not needing no stress, just needing some weed.
Is this produced by Atomic Atom? I think he said this wasn't his regular style. For some reason, he wanted to let me know that this wasn't his regular style of production. Let's see, was this shoot by? I'm sure it said in the credits there. I just missed it. All executive produced by James Io. Open brackets, OJ. Produced by Ellie Beats and created by Atomic Atom. I feel like Atomic Atom told me that this wee, Irishy fiddle one wasn't his normal style because he knows I don't like, all these songs about the Dutch troubles. I just think it's played out. But this is alright, I like this. 1 for 5, 2 for shite. Video looks nice.
Just a Republican. Other side of the wall, we got told not to run with a mistake. Walking down estate, they may know you from town, but aren't scared to cut a friend. But around clean past the walls, it don't bring no peace, no dough. What shape my beliefs? I hate politicians and the police. Don't talk to the PC. West of the east, all skipped in the streets, turn slash.
Got them on the beats making tracks.
They don't really know. They don't really know. They don't really know what we've been through. They don't really know. They don't really know.
That's not Rich Mix singing. That's not Rich Mix singing. This better have a Lambeg drum solo in it, says Stuck Me Off. Well, says Armasart. Good to see the hoops being rapped hard, says Raw 1210. An Englishman. Don't let Dirtbird catch you in this chat. This is 7 minutes long. Oh, so this must be like a little teaser from each of the songs, probably. That's what's going on, as you ask. Rarewitch says lots of people distancing themselves from OJ. Heard he has stroked a lot of people over the past 1 month. Please, no accusations like that unless we have proof. Oh my god, this is a comedy show. Stop making me cancel people, please. I'm protecting too many criminals, please.
They don't really know. They don't really know. They don't really know what we're being through now. They don't really know. They don't really know.
I'm just trying to blend in, says Raw 1210.
They don't really know now. They don't really know. They don't really know what we're being through. They don't really.
It's the UV off.
They don't really know what we're being through. Lena Calcia rations and car. Knee project curb wise lesson yard.
He's rapping in Irish. Knee copper jealous. Oh, we got a little fade out there. Young Dirt Burdenstein, winner of Battle of the Buys. Can't Get Out is this next one. Shout out to Atomic Adam. Oh, we got a wee bad boy banger here by the sounds of it.
It's too late. Now I can't get out.
I'm just going to scroll up the chat and see if Disgrace the Waking Android said anything during that little documentary thing there.
Too bad, but I want too bad. Yeah, I want too bad.
Full canisters, Amway drifting. Few characters, 10 days shifting. Few more on his house on the way burst there with the dog while he goes for an 8 hours later. See, I'm ducking them blues and twos in a 2.2 with 2 in the queue. He's an outlaw, flying through the way west. Lawless goes for a drink and he's off it. Next day, out still making a profit. He got a stony jacket.
Nah, he just said something about the graffiti in the toilets. They had their nights banned because people were doing graffiti in the toilets. That's real hip hop.
Greg who's poured and he's breaking a piece. Greg who's poured and he's breaking a piece.
Woo! Rave, this one's just called Rave. 2 bad boy bangers. If this doesn't go viral. The Good Friday Agreement was hard on these two, says Rolf. I thought you meant like hard, but you really meant it was hard on them. It's 100% fire in the chat. They got a green light. Harlan and Wolf. There's double A there, I think. That's a Shazzy beat. That's a one from Stevman. It's Majin SYG. Friend of the Conor G show. He's got a feature on this Freedom Riders EP. Only mockers! This is nice. I didn't know this was going to be a whole big thing. Rich Mix will be over the moon. We finally watched this. Can't do a video of Belfast without the cranes, says Steve. You know what they're saying, Kentucky? Unfucking knocking. He's shopping in bandos.
Yo, we dopers not fucking a bird.
Atomic Adam is a very versatile producer. Fair fucks to him, says Disgrace. I like this one. What type beat is this? Memories, dreams. I wonder if I know the words to this one. I remixed the video for this. YouTube.com/ConorGillespie.
Memories flooding our dreams.
Murderers' names in the streets.
Summer awake on my feet.
Forgot that one.
My mother,
she's waiting for me.
Lately I've been feeling lost, still been sipping the sauce. Waking I'm out in a rave, on the pills swinging my jaw. Or gonna die in a grave, so I just give it my all. I am not feeling my face, but I'm not feeling it all.
Oh, very bad transition there, sorry. That wasn't me.
Posting the door like a constant. Do you really wanna see a real rock?
I was just getting into that. I was going to do a whole sing-along with that, but she's changed it.
Bust on the door like a casted. Do you really want?
Hoopsies, mate. So this is Dirtbird here, the one with the hoops on his face. And then the one sitting in the car there, that's Richard Smickton, a.k.a. Rich Smicks. Raw 1210 here. Rich Smicks, if you see this here, Raw 1210. English drum and bass bad man, a.k.a. the snuggle monster of drum and bass. He says he's got some flow. The other rapper he said he liked was R Kid. I really like this R Kid guy as well.
Cause I don't need a knife from my pocket. Just
carry around a wee sprocket.
Bust on the door like a casted. Do you really wanna see a real rocket? Cause I don't need a knife from my pocket. Just to put an fool in the casket.
He's a murderer now.
Everyone stuck on her phone. Me, I'm just stuck in the zone. Locked in the booth trying to flow. Ballin' out thinking I'm pro. Famous folks selling their soul.
No green screen here. You don't have to green screen Rich Smicks into the hood.
Life with it though. Girls that be selling their pics, showing their test with it though. Internet making it sick, making it say like my flow. Government kick telling fibs, just got a sleepy like Joe. Let's be compare and contrast. Everyone letting the ground, but this is far from a fact. These pictures put on an act. They looking happy but sad. Youngsters just listen to rap, thinking that pop on the Zan. Bitches be throwing it back.
Here you go, B-words and Xanax. Oh look, there's young Bernard M as well. Oh, you just can't see that. There's Bernard M. He did a hotbox session. We'll watch that another week. I've had about as much as I can stomach from the sickening Belfast rap scene tonight. Nah, I know I love yous. All right. Yeah, we need to check out Bernard M's young gentleman, Bernard M. He's from Dublin. More of a singer-songwriter type guy. Although I try to, you know, compliment that side of his artistry. You know, I think it suits him better. So, speaking about Dublin, the Celtic Tiger returns with Marcus Sweeney posting once again. See what we got here. Lots of angry rappers in the chat tonight. Let's see. Raw 1210 says, you don't need a heroin machine thing in Belfast, I guess. I but Lil Rooney had it and he's in the south. So it should be wetter. Probably. Okay. Alright, let's get into Marcus Sweeney here. Okay, check it out. Marcus Sweeney, he's been MIA. And do you remember the last we saw of him? It seemed that he was a bit broken. He was a bit down and out. He was doing those videos in his car. Lots of nonsensical rambling. You know, that's nothing new for Marcus, but it seemed a bit more directionless. It seemed a bit more sad because he was alone. You know, these ones that he shot on his balcony, I always feel like there was someone there prompting him. But, he's been posting some real deranged stuff lately. Here's one of his latest posts here. He's posted, this is Marcus Sweeney, Celtic Tiger, if you want to go follow his antics. He's posted this little homemade comicbookandbeyond.com. He's sourced this meme. And he's put, don't push it or I'll give you a war you won't believe.
Shit's balls.
Tiger Cubs battle ready. So the Tiger Cubs are the people who like his posts and send him encouraging messages on TikTok. And so they're just a bunch of like I don't know, 20-something Dublin agents, you know what I mean? And they're just egging him on because it's a bit of crack, you know what I mean? None of them actually would go to war for him. And I believe what he's talking about, this war thing here, is there's some sort of land dispute going on. Like they've seized a field he owned or something like that. And this is definitely speculation, what I'm about to say here.
You do a line and I'll do a line, honey.
Like, I think they're saying that the field was purchased with laundered money or something like that, right? So they've seized the field from him. So that's what that's what his battle he's going on about. But it also ties in with, do you remember Nicola Tallant? She's a journalist from Dublin, down south, whatever. She has Crime World. You'll remember her of Christopher Mellon fame. And she's also part of this war that he keeps going on about. So here's another recent post. Crime is not telling the truth and destroying lives, he says. So, you know, do you remember we watched that video of him and they were like, he was like, one of the prompt the wee lad asked him was, would you rather settle your differences in court or in the streets? And then Marcus was like, on the streets, you have to tell the truth. In court, everyone's lying. So it's like, you know, his back's against the wall, you know what I mean? So, ridiculous post from him there. Let's see, we got a few more here. Oh my God, look at this. I mean, people have always kind of been a bit worried about him, but when he posts stuff like this here, it's like, should we be doing a welfare check? He's posted this one. It's there's a tricolor coffin here, and it says anytime. And that's it. That's all he's posted. 5 likes, 1 comment here. Very worrying stuff. Here's one more. Oh, here's the type of comment here. This is the type of comment he's been getting from GMM. Marcus, get back to posting the videos of you talking and telling stories on the balcony. They got the most views, likes, and comments. They were good times. The Cubs miss learning from you. So basically saying he lies in courts is talking me out. Yes, absolutely. That's what I think he is trying to talk around. Right. So now we've got the videos for you, okay? We got 2 short videos, and I haven't watched them in their entirety, but this is in stark contrast to the balcony videos that everyone had so much fun with.
Second of all, what's crime?
Second of all, so maybe we should start with this one here. Let's start with this one since he started that one with second of all, right? Just if that was a hint, maybe it won't be. I don't know what order these go in. So, the game they are playing, it's us. I mean, this is mental. You're right.
Truth. Ask yourselves, what is the truth? Truth. Ask yourselves, what...
Ramblings of a maniac. So, look at the lens. It's all fogged up, or this is like some sort of filter. This looks like the same filter that Rich Mix and Dirtbird had on the Freedom Riders EP thing.
The food cartel. Truth. Ask yourselves, what is the truth? The food cartel, the bank cartel, the game that they're putting you through, yeah?
The food cartel, the bank cartel, the game they put you through. So things that everyone can relate to. Just buzzwords trying to get everybody on his side. Vaseline on the lens, yeah.
And ask yourself, what is organised crime? Because trust me.
Ask yourself, what is organised crime? So, like, I love that all the videos he does are kind of like responses to things that no one ever asked him. I feel like he's been getting...
You do a line and I'll do a line, honey.
I feel like he's been getting correspondence from the courts or the guards or something. And instead, you know, he might not have anyone to talk to about this, so he comes on TikTok to give his little 2 cents about it, his little rebuttals about it. It's very weird and unnerving. He talks like he's in Peaky Blinders, says Stephen. You know, I think you're probably right. He probably is deeply influenced by Peaky Blinders.
It is organised crime, because trust me, it ain't. And ask yourself, what is organised?
Well, ask yourself, what is organised crime? Because trust me, it ain't me, babe.
Organised crime, because trust me, it ain't what they're saying about us.
About us? Who's you? Are you involved in organised crime? Is that what you're saying?
It's about what they're doing out there to all of you.
So he's got a lot in common with the rap game here. Does Marcus Sweeney? He's also a massive self-snitcher and one of the original Coke boasters on TikTok. Right, now let's see this secondly. Crime is money and control of you. I wonder how far he got in school.
Second of all, what's crime? Celtic Tiger, reckless lending, banks throw money out everywhere.
So he's known as the Celtic Tiger, and he's just used the Celtic Tiger, the expression, meaning that big money boom that happened in Ireland, as an example of what crime is. Docamio has redeemed, put it on the board. Marcus peeking through the blinds. Yes, of course, we will do that in just a moment. Thanks for your input.
Celtic Tiger, reckless lending, banks throw money out everywhere, government-backed bonds. That
The only reason we know who he is.
never happens. Funds that are asking you to pay back the money and the banks are not there. You didn't do an agreement with the banks. What's organised crime?
Just stuff that he thinks we're supposed to know what he's going on about.
Organised crime is the system that is pounding and penetrating your brains and your wallet, yeah?
That's it. That is his latest update. Absolute ramblings of a psychotic person. Standing in a cold car park with a fogged up lens. Deranged. DeBarge. Alright, let's do this little drawing here. Marcus Sweeney looking at the blinds. How are we going to get across that it's Marcus Sweeney? If he's behind the blinds? Do we need to do it from over his shoulder or facing him? Goodfellas pizzas later, he starts talking like that, says Railroad. There's Marcus Sweeney peeking out of the blinds there. I hope this is to your satisfaction. Happy enough? Right now, it's Paul the Hitman Morrissey. Alright, so P. Mazza, he has been on a tear lately. He has been going live on YouTube. We showed you some of that last week with that fantastic remix of Goodbye Horses playing over the top of him. Gyrating in the pool in slow motion. You remember Paul Morrissey, Benny? So we got a couple of new, well, we got one new outfit, and we're going to be doing fit or shit to see if Paul Morrissey has got himself a little outfit put together. So let's take a look at some of his clothes, and then we've got a very short vlog from Paul Morrissey, which the title of it reads P. Mazza, or sorry, I added that for my notes. The title of his latest vlog, and I had to download it because he re-uploaded the same vlog 3 times. The first 2 times, it was a few seconds with like writing all over the screen and stuff like this here. Look, there's filmed by Cogs in the chat. You missed your big segment! You missed your big segment! The chat hates you. The chat wants you dead, filmed by Cogs. All right, we're on the PMAZ now. Please don't interrupt. But welcome in. Thank you. You're very welcome here. You missed the whole thing. You're going to have to catch it on the VOD. ConorG.show for the archive. Nobody told you till after. Well, they clearly don't love Belfast hip-hop then, do they? Raw1210 says, you missed a free camera. Not a free one. We can discuss that off air, though. Or you can get back to me once you watch the episode. So the title of this vlog here, the Paul Morrissey, re-uploaded 3 times. It says, football emoji, quiz with hashtag Argentina, quiz with hot hashtag Argentina flag, girls in Playa del Carmen, full stop. Can they win the prize? Hashtag football, spelled this, F-U-T-B-O-L. I want to watch this vlog tonight. Film my Cogs. You're going to have to catch up on the replay. I'll post it tomorrow. Or you can see it on Twitch later. I mean, is he going to reshoot all those interviews? I don't think so. Don't worry. You talk to me about this off-air, film by Cogs. You don't have to. I don't want to be involved at all. I was just trying to show some support there. With these jealous haters in the chat. All right, it's P-Mazza time, all right? No more Belfast hip-hop tonight. I swear to God, I'll end the show right now. So, let's get into a little bit of refreshing...
Pose off and those.
It's pose off, Paul Morrissey style.
Your tongue loady arse. Watch good shit on and Red Fox out of the world class. A1, watch this.
Do you fancy doing a documentary on Belfast dancehall music filmed by Cogs? I believe I am Belfast's only dancehall artist. If you listen to this song here, this is a little cover version of Pose Off by Screechy Dan and Red Fox. Rare Witch produced for me here. It's a cover version. Belfast. This is the title of the documentary. Belfast, Northern Ireland, Belfast, Northern Ireland's first dancehall artist, rivaling M.R.
Girl, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your pum pum short.
Speaking of pum pum shorts, check out this screenshot that I got of Paul Morrissey. It's wild. So check this out. Rob, are you looking at your screen right now? So this is... Paul Morrissey has been going live about 3 to 4 times a day on YouTube, right? Now, the view counter sometimes says over 100 people, but there's usually no one in the chat, right? Which is very weird. And I feel like if there are 100 people in there, at least one of them would say, your audio isn't working, right? None of them say anything, right? And look, this is what he is... His jeans have literally rotted away. Look at this here. What do you think? What do you think of this here?
Hello, everybody.
What do you think of this here? Have you ever seen a show do this before? Fuck me. Look, he's got his little socks on there, his little slides. So check out what's check out what some of the comments actually do say on his lives when they bother to talk. Ganjo Dusky says, "My grandpa just died." Usually lots of Indian names in there that just say they're saying stuff like sex, send bobs, stuff like that. Look at that, 955. What does that mean? Viewers? Unbelievable. So we got another one here. Here's the reverse shot of this one. He's got a filthy nappy. Looks like he's crapped himself here. There you go. There's the world's shittest tattoo there, down there. Let's see. We got... oh, yeah. This is what we're doing. We're doing the episode of Fit or Shit. Let's see. Connor with 2 N's. Who's he trying to fool? That's Lola Connor, so that's clearly a woman. You just got fooled, disgrace. So there you go. That is grown man wearing a nappy there. All right, so an episode of Fit or Shit.
It's true. Watch the girl screeching and tell him again.
So press 1 for fit, 2 for shit on this new outfit. Paul Morrissey has blessed us with a brand new outfit. We've never seen this outfit before, ever once. So he's got some brand new jeans with a, well, let's be fair, they are probably extremely old jeans and didn't used to have rips in the legs. It probably happened naturally. But he's got a black singlet now. Never been witnessed before.
Off in the poom poom shorts. Make the man damn say they know you're soft.
So we've got a 2 for shit already from Donchi. That's a 2 from Donchi.
Off in the poom poom shorts.
Some of you may need to see a few more angles of this here. Here we go. There's one unobscured by the coffee cup. I love the way he's taking a drink and he's like, hold on 1 second. It's like, nobody's watching, pal. What is that around his neck? I'm glad you asked. It looks to be like a nudie lady thing here. Let's see. Let's just do this here. It's like a little nudie lady necklace. He debuted this. On his live there the other day. Do you not think he deserves a few style points for this wee thing? All right.
No young gentleman can't just pass. Body so big it will break your eyeglass. And them a girl you can find on the wharf. In the plane that them a fly first class.
So here he is doing pose off. Here he is doing push-ups. So if you go on to these lives, he generally goes up to this pool here. I don't know where it is, a local cafe or something. And he sits with the camera right up to his face because there's no audio unless he holds the phone right up to his face. And that way you still can't hear him. And then he will go do about 4 push-ups. Then he will get into the pool and just continue in what you saw last week. So there you go.
Pose off in your poom poom shorts. Make the man them say no you're soft.
Okay, and our final pose off. We got a full body shot. Hiking the jeans up, doesn't own a belt, and if he did, I doubt he would wear it. So we've got a black G-Unit 50 Cent style singlet here. Now these type of shirt, I mean, these were made for Paul Morrissey. He's a muscle-up and Irish dude. Look at that. So, Willem Dafoe, says Ducky Meow. We necklace from the Lucky Man, says Dodgy. Absolutely. I want to give it an ironic 1, says Rob. You have cast that vote, I do believe, by typing that in there. Dear God, why, says Dawabo. He makes me uncomfortable. I get so itchy, says Donchi. He's always so red, says Rod 1210. Oh my God. So here he is in his full pose here.
Off in your poom poom shorts. Come down, screechy man. Come touch the girl's heart.
So thank God he's done away with the little white ankle socks today. Okay, so this is what you're basing your vote on today. Paul Morrissey in this episode of Fit or Shit.
Well, you look so sharp anytime you pass in your poom poom shower.
He just keeps getting worse. He actually does. So we've got the fake Yeezy slides, Yeezy.com. Then we've got the rotted away jeans. I'm not going to say these are cool, ripped Kurt Cobain style jeans because I believe these have physically rotted off his body. There he is holding them up in a little model style pose there for us. Then he's got this brand new drip. And now this, I think, could earn him a 1 for once. This is, you know, the black slides and the black singlet. They are clashing blacks, but we've never seen this outfit from Paul before. This is a brand new look from him. I'm excited. So, I mean, this nudie woman necklace, it suits him in his persona because he is, you know, allegedly a sex tourist. That's based on him admitting he goes to strip clubs and all the extracurricular vlogs he films with his camera and frames the women's breasts and shot in favor of... he favors the breasts instead of his actual face and even the woman's head sometimes whenever he's filming people. Filmed by Cogs. Could maybe give him a few pointers here. And then we have... his his little face there. Do you know something that we haven't, I don't think we've really pointed out about Paul too much? The man's got a comb forward. Sorry, Paul. All right, ladies and gentlemen, cast your vote tonight. Has Paul Morrissey wowed the nation with his brand new little outfit? Press 1 for fit, 2 for shit in the chat right now.
That's true, so it is.
Alright, so I'm going to give him a 1. I'm going to give him an encouraging 1, since this is just something we've never seen before. This is a new one. This is a new one. Okay, where are you? It's a 1. I'm voting 1. Alright, it's 40% fit to 60% shit. Press 1 for fit, 2 for shit in the chat right now.
Shorts them so stylish, and them walk and them wind them hip. In it them pum pum shorts jump.
Come on, everybody, get your votes in. Is this a fit or is it a shit?
You're giving the bad man a third-legged limp. Girls, you look so sharp. Anytime you pass in a boom show.
It's a painting of Paul Morrissey that Rob did RMS art in the chat. Everybody love him.
Gonna put your number 1 on my list from them.
All right, that's a 2 from Rare Witch, 2 from Benny, 1 from Ducky Meow. Ha 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 for the wee sandals, says Rare. It's so terrible it wraps around and becomes awesome, says Rob. It's the shame spiral. It's a 2 from Don Chi. He looks like a moldy strawberry. Again, another famous painting by Rob. All right, so that is 63.6% for shit.
Jesus Christ! Suppose
So, Phil McCog says, this dude reeks of amateur. He has been vlogging, for no joke, more than 10 years.
in your pum pum shorts, make the man
He only gets worse. He only gets worse.
off, and you take your clothes off. Not a man damn in the crowd damn soft. I watch the gal damn.
All right, so Paul Morrissey has been voted, his brand new fit has been voted shit. Okay, so let's get stuck into his latest vlog. Argentina football quiz. Will they get it right, or will they muck it up like everything else they do? So these titles he gives, these scenarios, these speed dates he goes on. Just getting Paul Morrissey bingo up here for you. Would you be raging if I just took a very quick break, like very, very quick? Would you be furious with me? Or because I wanna, I don't want to rush off this vlog here. I don't want to drag the arse out of it either. Don't worry, this is our last segment tonight. Paul Morrissey bingo. Paul Morrissey bingo. Here we go. A poll for ants, as Colin would say. Bingo for ants, as Colin would say. He's all Miss Google do. All right, let's see what the chat are saying. Are you furious with me because I want to take a break? Let's see. Absolutely livid, says the Babo. If you show William Dafoe, it's fine. Hold on. Is that the wee link you sent? Let's see what she's going on about. Oh, aye, lovely. Okay, let's do a little side by side. As Ducky Mia has demanded it. Here. Stop everything and leave Ducky Mia. Let's do it for a goddamn show, isn't it? Executive producer of the Conor G Show. Yeah, I'm going to start putting the people that chip in over there at conorg.show. The people that chip in there, I'm going to start putting your names at the end of the show in the credits as executive producers. Wouldn't that be nice? Would you like that, or would you prefer to keep your anonymity? Hold on. I'm just getting a little side by side up here. My audio's all clipping. You hope you can't hear that.
That's all I'm talking about. The pose off in your pum pum shorts. Any man see you in your pum pum shorts.
All right, there you go. There is the little side by side that Ducky Mia has produced for us.
Pose off in your pum pum shorts. I wanna see you in your pum pum shorts.
Oh, the chat, Google Doob, if you see this here, they're all saying, where is he? Where is Google Doob? I think he just I don't think he can watch on Mondays. I think he's working on Monday nights or something.
Boo's Boom Shorts.
And then, do you remember he was raging? I didn't really understand him, but what I think he was getting at was that because I did a few shows on Wednesday, last month or something, he was like, why did nobody tell me?
Anytime you come around in shorts.
All right, I'm going to take a very, very, very quick break. Please, please, please don't go anywhere. We're going to check out this brand new vlog from Pimaza. Don't go anywhere. This song is called Poontang Clan. How Deep Is Your Muff? Very suitable for the occasion, I think. You'll agree. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's the Conor G Show. Welcome back to the Conor G Show. I am your host, and this is the Conor G Show. We are continuing with our Paul Marcy segment tonight, okay? We've had fitter shit. Everyone thought it was shit. I just was happy to have a little new outfit from him. Let's see what the chat are saying. They're all talking a bunch of shit. Talking about remembering our friend Google Doob here. Let's see. Round everyone up. They want to do a big Conor G Show meetup. I refuse. Let's see. Tababo would probably say, hi! She'd blow my brains out the second he saw me. We could all go to that gig and see Rockstar versus Meek N. No, Meek N's been removed from that gig. The MC Chad Rooney one. Alright. Please, let's do Paul Marcy now. Shut up, you rappers. God, I hate these rappers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Paul the Hitman Morrissey with his brand new smash hit vlog. I don't have to talk some shite, don't I?
Okay, guys.
The Bible says, I can't bring a gun on the plane, even if I had one. You could 3D print one.
Aquí estoy con Tiziana.
Dan threatened to go to the Saturday one, March the 2nd. What's that? The Goretta one? Are they all... Who cares? Shut the fuck up about that. No, I'm joking. Damn, I closed the poll, so now I can't close the poll, if you know what I mean. I closed the, the thing. The song's going back on. Yeah, this one's Poontang Clam. How Deep Is Your Muff from 1997. It's got some creepy, freaky Chaucer-style artwork. So it's been doing the rounds on social media, this tune, because of the artwork, I reckon. The song's alright. Switch poll. Overlay. Finish poll. I swear you're stealing these channel points from somewhere, Tababo. Tababo says it'll have to be a stabbing. Sorry, mate. Alright, it's Paul Morrissey. He's met some women, so he decided to do a vlog about it. Here's Paul Morrissey bingo. Keep your eyes on that. Let's see what we've got. He's got the same lens as Marcus Sweeney.
Y Sol, ambas de
terrible audio.
Córdoba, Córdoba, Argentina. Y van a jugar mi juego. ¿Sabe quién es? They're going to play my game. Do you know the Argentina football player?
Oh my God, see the way it says shadow box here? He was shadow boxing in one of his lives. I couldn't get the recorded for you in time though. I'm so sorry.
From the 90s and 2000s. Son jugadores por la mayoría de los...
Why would these young ladies know footballers from the 90s or 2000s?
90 y 2000. Y solo divertido para ver.
Game rules. Identify 3 of the 5 football players. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be sexist here. But are women into football normally? If you met a strange woman on the street, would your first thought be, she knows a lot about 90s and 2000s football trivia? Okay, so let's see if we got any here. Bad audio, number 1. And he did translate there, so don't get ahead of yourself. Messi and Maradona are going to come in here at 100%. Hopefully he mentions Gascoigne.
¿Les gusta mucho el fútbol?
Sí. No. O sea, lo vemos, pero no tenemos ni idea de los nombres. Pero bueno.
¿Tiene equipo?
Boca. Sí.
¿Va con Boca?
Talleres.
¿Tú Talleres?
Sí.
He has nothing else to talk about. You know, he used to have football writer in his bio on Twitter. Because I think he, did, a free internet column once.
Boca. Sí. Bostera.
Sí.
Okay. First one I'm going to give you is...
So no translation there, but that's not on the board. I've got this a bit more randomized now. So I've made the Morrissey bingo slightly smaller, and there's more choices, so it randomizes. These girls weren't born until before 2005. Excuse me.
All right.
Rarwitz says, what's Tony Adams' favorite color?
Do you know who is this delantero?
Do you know who this is? Delantero? So for a second there, I was thinking, has he just said the name by mistake? So at least he's doing Argentinian football players, right? Because these women are allegedly Argentinian.
Okay. Gabriel Batti.
I'm so sorry for the audio. That's really hurting my ears. So God knows what it's like coming out of your speakers, because I know you're all casting this to the big TV with your sound bars and surround sound all playing.
No, ni idea. No, ni idea.
Okay.
Uno que estaba en el mundial con él.
Batistuta. Okay, we go for the second one. Como Sol es de Boca, vamos a intentar este crack de Boca, una leyenda de Boca. Juan Román.
Riquelme.
Riquelme, yeah. Gana un punto, ya tiene un punto, okay? Super.
So no translation.
Super. Okay, so they got one already. Now we're going for un jugador de los 90 que es muy actual también porque es técnico del Atlético de Madrid.
Will I turn it down a bit? Or are you alright?
En España, okay? Do you know? ¿Sabe quién es este?
Yeah, great on the great man on the street type interview where you have to superimpose a photograph on the screen.
Diego El Cholo.
My plants are dying, says Raw 1210. I'm so sorry.
Simeone. Okay, we're gonna go for one more striker. Un delantero de los 90 y los 2000. ¿Sabe quién
I have a shooting pain going down the center of my forehead here.
es él? Herna. Es guapo, ¿no? ¿Es guapo?
No.
¿No?
Una pista.
Hernan. Ok. Vamos a dar una pista. Si tu pelo no es lisa, es. Sí.
Boludo.
Ah,
no, liso, boludo.
¿Y qué es lo que
I love how they got these lights shining directly into the lens as well.
Sí.
So it's sore in the eyes and the ears, and mentally it's draining. So it's physically and mentally painful to watch this here. Is the prize a bikini photo shoot? Steve, man, it could just be. That's what he offered last time, remember? PMAS's primary concern is, of course, the youth of Argentina's fleeting knowledge of the 90s football scene. Yeah. I mean, he's...
Si el pelo es así.
Largo o corto.
Curly hair.
Culo.
En España se dice Crespo. ¿Sí, no?
Okay, so that was a cover-up laugh. We're going to say that's a cover-up laugh.
Pelo crespo is curly.
Just because I want to get one of these goddamn bingo things. Okay, so his cheeks are kind of shiny, so we're going to give him a glisten there.
Ya tienen dos, okay. Les ayuda un poco
Keep
con
an eye
ese
out for them hair fixes.
Vamos a intentar tener.
Fights.
Vamos a dar una vuelta aquí, por favor. So let's try.
Much better. You finally realize halfway through the video that shot was terrible. This is weird even for PMAS. We said that you could say that about every single one of his videos. Each one is a new level of destruction on the senses.
Que ganan el tercer punto, okay? Okay, so Sol and Tiziana
Listen to that audio.
have 2 points. Aquí vamos. Necesitan ganar este. Es el último chance, ¿no? Porque creo que es el quinta. ¿Estamos en la quinta o el cuarto?
No sé, la quinta.
En la quinta. ¿Saben quién es este crack de Rosario que no es muy alto?
I always need to do very little work when it comes to Paul Moore. Well, tonight I don't feel like I need to say anything that speaks for itself, doesn't it? I'm losing this power of speech here. Listen to this.
¿Sabe quién es este?
There's Messi.
Messi.
Messi, es Lionel Messi. Sí. Ganan.
Ya está, ganamos.
Ganan. Okay. Así que han ganado el premio.
Keep an eye out for those pikes and those inverse pikes.
Okay. Puede tener, como yo soy fotógrafo, okay.
Look. He said something about photographer here. Prize options: 10-minute free photo shoot or a kiss. Flee. So let's see. That's definitely a flirt there. A kiss. You're a real prize, Paul. He's sunburnt, glistening, sweat-stained freak.
Messi, sí. Ganan.
When did Messi's play in the 99s? In the 90s? I don't know. He said 90s and 2000s, to be fair to him.
Ganamos.
Ganan. Okay. Así que han ganado el premio y hay dos opciones de premio, ¿ok? Puede tener, como yo soy fotógrafo, ¿ok?
Look at her face there. That's what my face has been like this entire time.
¿Ok? Puede tener una sesionita de...
Prize options: 10-minute free photo shoot or a kiss. We're gonna have to call the police. The federales on you.
Fotos conmigo de 10 minutos cada uno de cortesía en la playa cuando quieren.
In la playa?
Besito.
He's just explained the prize, yeah. He obviously doesn't want to say it first. Her face here.
Un besito.
Un besito.
La foto, ¿eh?
The photo. Anything but a kiss.
Foto, yo el beso.
She wants the beso. She doesn't want to take her clothes off on a boot. She doesn't want to have to meet him again. Get it over and done with now. Let's hope he tiles his cheek off here.
Como quieran, es la opción de premios. Soy fotógrafo y puede tenerlo. ¿Quieres el besito?
¿Pero eso dónde?
Bueno, como tú quieras.
Mírame aquí.
You know you can just say no to any of these girls.
Buen plan.
What happened there? They cut that. Look. Look at this move here. Does she go in to get it over and done with? And he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We really need to save this for the end. We need to get this on camera. Look. It looks like she goes in for it here. He's not ready. What do you think? She's in, this one here is in shock in the background. She's like, get lost, brother.
Tenemos buen plan.
You think, are you... 2004 is not a 90s footballer, says Zuckamia. She's very strict, this one. Are you up for a game of headers and volleys back at mine, says Rarewitch? Dishka says, free needs ticked off for the free photo shoot offer. Can we do that? No, I think that's just, okay. Yeah, well done. Well done. We find a reason to tick free now. That's just one that comes with this free bingos graphic here. Well done, Disgrace. Go get your executive producer credit. So he's like grooming them so it's uncomfortable. Yeah, he's really left no other option. And like, you know, people don't want to be rude. You know what I mean? They're not doing a Twitch stream. It's hard to be rude to someone's face in person.
Se queda con el beso. Tiziana?
Sí, con la foto.
Con la foto.
She wants the photo.
Super.
So does anybody want to go over to his photography Instagram account and see if she actually did it? I don't want to pull it up on screen, but just does anybody want to check?
So vamos. Do you want kiss or you give me kiss?
You want a kiss or you give me kiss? Kissy kissy.
You give me.
Okay.
You give me a kiss. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of her.
Y vamos. Así.
That was the most respectful kiss. I mean, the fact that it's happening at all is disgusting and outrageous. But usually he grabs their head and kisses their, forces their face into his face. Do you remember? Maybe he's doing this to see what age they are just in case he gets in trouble. Oh, why would he ever ask? People want you locked up right now, Paul. People in the chat are disgusted and outraged. They want you in jail. He's like, you sure you want the photos? You sure you don't want to just give me a little nibble?
Cuando quiero, muchísimas gracias por salir. Gracias por estar en mi canal. Di tu Instagram a la pantalla.
@solmancilla, mancilla con S y doble L.
Don't listen to that. Don't go to there.
Okay, me lo pasarás y lo pongo en la pantalla.
Diciembre Correa 1.
Super. Ok, chicas. Vivas, muchísimas gracias.
Leave him alone.
Viva Argentina.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it ended. And this has been the Conor G Show. Thank you, everyone, for taking part in my little program tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I had a blast. Well, actually, I called this episode Captain Spoil the Crack. Or no, what was it? MC Spoil the Crack. For a reason. Because I knew there was going to be a few things that we couldn't avoid. That were going to bring a Debbie Downer on things. And that's exactly what happened. All right? Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I hope you had a whale of a time. Big ups, filmed by Cogs. All the best with your little documentary. Don't listen to what these said in the chat. They're jealous haters. All right, everybody. This is the Conor G Show. Stick around. We'll raid into another cool, funky, fun DJ in just a moment. Thank you and good night. Thanks for all subscriptions, bits, and subs and all that there stuff. You can subscribe to me for free here on Twitch with Amazon Prime. You get one free subscription a month with Amazon Prime because Amazon owns Twitch, so you might as well give it to me, right? If you want to support the Conor G Show, you can chip in at conorg.show. That'll unlock the entire archive for you. This is episode 150, everybody. Disgrace says, don't scare Cogs Films. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. You can explain to him what's happening here, right? Or let's hit the disclaimer for him. All right, everybody. everybody. This is the Conor G Show. Check it out. You can buy Conor G Show merch at jesternotdead.com. If you want me to do some freaky, funky art for you, get in touch at jesternotdead on Instagram. All right, everybody. Love ya and good night. This one is Josh B with Golly Gosh. All right, the big faces are on, so we're going to raid into them. They play stuff that I absolutely love. They're a great wee couple. I think you're going to love them too. Of course, I actually like the chat. Right, so we're going to raid into the big faces. Coxie and Jody. A beautiful wee couple there. All right, cheers, everyone.
Thank you for watching the Conor G Show. If I said anything to hurt or offend you, I deeply regret it and take it back instantly. Thank you and good night.